What's poppin', everybody? Welcome to Culture Pop Season 1, Episode 22. 22. I think it's 22. Max, is it 22? Give me a thumbs up in the hidden back green room. Oh, he doesn't know. We're screwed. We're screwed tonight. There is no plan tonight. We're just gonna be here and do some Thanksgiving festivities, some NERDsgiving. And yeah, we got some friends. We'll probably have more friends popping in, but let's get some of these fine folks in here. Since I already mentioned him, I guess I can bring him on first. But it's Max Von Priestley.
Ooh. Hello. Yeah, sorry.
Ooh.
I just did one of these. I was like,
yeah. How dare you not know what episode my channel is on?
Your podcast show's episode.
Shame. And you call yourself a friend.
It's true. No, it's true. It's true. So, but no, it's happy Friendsgiving, brother. I'm grateful for you and for your channel and for the chat and this awesome panel that we've got tonight. So it should be a ton of fun.
Heck yes. I feel I don't know if this person is still there, but they popped in as the intro video was going. So I feel like we should bring them on because it's going to be by far the prettiest person on the stream tonight. And that's Miss Nadia.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello. It is. Hi.
Welcome.
How's it going, guys?
It's going great. I hear you're feeling a little under the weather.
I refuse to acknowledge it, believe it. I have a 4-day weekend coming up. I do not want to be sick this whole weekend. I refuse to believe I'm sick. So I'm not sick.
I feel you. I don't know if you saw my tweet back to you, but drink plenty of liquids, take some vitamin C, get some sleep, and then every chance you get, go stare in the mirror and be like, listen here, you sickness.
Yes. Especially I slept for 7 hours yesterday, a 7-hour nap from like 3 p.m. till about 10 o'clock.
Yeah, that's usually my sign that I'm sick is when I sleep.
No, I'm not sick.
Okay, but we're not sick. This. Never mind. It's a lie.
Yes.
It's a lie.
And as you can see, I'm ready for Christmas already.
I see that. Max is going to be excited about that because he is also ready for Christmas.
Heck
here,
yeah.
Let's pull this up. He was a little upset knowing, you don't even have him on tonight. Max, your icicle lights.
I'll turn them on. Give me one sec.
I thought he was about to say something. All right, while he's doing that, we're gonna bring another newbie to the channel on. We've got Shield Wall of Dragons. What's up, Shield? How are you, sir?
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Happy to be here. Thanks for having me on. Hopefully this will be a pretty exciting time. Sorry to hear about you not feeling so well, Nadia. I think
she's feeling fine, Shield.
Yes,
she's fantastic. I didn't say sick. I just said not feeling so well, a little tired.
Oh, okay, all right.
The glasses are really working for you. I can say
thank
that.
you.
Yeah.
I normally wear glasses. I just when I'm on streams, I wear contacts. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. See, yeah. Sometimes 7-8 hour nap is what you need.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think every adult in my life would agree to that.
Oh, absolutely. Because I definitely don't get enough sleep at night. So I just say that it's your lack of sleep is catching up to you.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
you gotta put some back in the bank. Definitely.
So if I mute myself, it's because I'm coughing. I'm just having a coughing. I'm not sick. I'm just having a coughing fit.
We'll make sure we throw it to you every time you're muted. How about that?
That's perfect.
That's how you run a stream.
Yeah,
absolutely. We also have our good friend Dolan in the house, aka Drew, aka I'm a writer now and I have to have 2 names. What's up, brother? How are you?
How goes it?
It goes. It's going. It's go in. Max. Oh, look, Max here. We're gonna pass it to Max real quick and I'll come back to you, Drew. But Max finally lit up his little icicle lights.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at those.
Yeah.
I feel like you need a little tree just in the background somewhere.
No,
that would be pretty dope. Yeah. With some like comic book ornaments.
Something,
Yeah.
You need a Groot statue, and then you need to make a Christmas tree out of it.
And then Rocket Raccoon needs to be at the top of it, like the
star.
Yeah.
But it's really just a gun firing off. That'll work. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Oh, what do we? Oh, okay, there we go.
I just noticed the Black Friday background.
Absolutely. It is very much because that's what Thanksgiving is all about. You know, having a day of being thankful and then the very next day punching some stranger that you don't even know so you can get a Furby or a Razor scooter or a PlayStation.
But better
that's
yet,
backdrop for the
waiting
movie
out.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, waiting at like 2 a.m. on Thanksgiving to
Mhm.
get into the store that opens at 5 a.m. and camping out outside in lines.
I mean, you got to burn that food off somehow. So,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, it makes sense. Makes sense.
But I think, Drew, you were saying the same thing. The movie Thanksgiving.
Yes, that's the backdrop
just
of the movie
saw it.
Thanksgiving. Yes, it was.
Yeah, yeah.
I loved the movie. I loved it.
I thought
I
it
was
was-
laughing my ass off. Love it.
I thought it was great. It took
Yeah.
you back to slashers. I thought, and I don't like Eli Roth. I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was fun. You could turn your brain off. No
Yeah.
political bullshit
No.
into it. And you just have fun with it.
Absolutely. And Cal and I, we were laughing our butts off in the theater, and just it's one of those films where it's been a long while since we've sat in a theater and just really laughed out loud, and just enjoyed the gore and the jokes. You know, and hey, you know what happens at the beginning of it? You know, stuff like that has happened, but Eli Roth adds his little notes, you know, his little mark to it, ratcheting it up a notch. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Well, speaking of Black Friday fighting, gore, and laughs, my internet looks like it's dropping. What a jerk. No one is more terrifying than this next man on Black Friday. He did not earn his nickname for no reason at all. He is the Breen because he breens people on Black Friday. I don't know. What's up, Breen? How are you doing, sir?
Are any of you guys old enough to remember the old Miller Lite commercials where they would have all the famous ex-athletes on?
The Man Law ones?
What's that?
The Man Law commercials they would do with like Burt Reynolds and Triple H and
No. This was like the 70s. They'd be like, like Dick Butkus and Bubba Smith. They would be playing polo and stuff like that. It was basically it's got a bunch of ex-athletes. Well, there was one guy named Marv Throneberry. He was this fat, out of shape, marginal baseball player, and kind of feel like him on this one because he would come on and go, "I still don't know why they asked me to be here."
You have a place, Breen. You have a place.
I noticed. And Nadia, Barry, you're muted, so we're going to you. Does that work? Because I've felt like shit for the last 2 weeks, and nothing I seem to be able to do is help. So
just tell your body no. Just say no. I'm not sick. I just need a nap. That's it. And maybe some hot tea, and then
awesome.
Look at this. See, Breen's over here like, I don't know why I'm here. We've got Yoel Carter hopping in the chat going, wow, what a getting Breen. Of course.
Yeah, nobody had to die to get me on this show.
You're a celebrity, man.
I mean,
I'm on the eulogy crew on Yule's channel. Joe, when a famous creator dies, we get to go on.
Oh no.
Well, someone died again. Let's give Breen a call. I love it. Speaking of the chat, we're going to run through real quick. We have one of Max's biggest fans, George Metropolis, on here.
George.
He says, hi, y'all. George. What's up, brother? How are you? We have the lovely, there we go. Jana Banana, sup boners. What is up, Jana? And she has a special little message for Nadia.
Yeah, she's my sand sister.
Yeah, sand sister. Ooh. So, Nadia, are you're Persian as well? Is that what it is?
No, I'm Jordanian and Palestinian.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Just had to clarify.
And white. That's why.
Okay.
That's why nobody can really. Yeah.
No one can tell.
No one can tell.
We're glad you're not Persian. Sorry, Jana.
Why?
I'm kidding. I just have to give
really
Jana
good food.
They do have good food. I used to have a Persian employee, and her mom would always bring us food at work, and it was thebomb.com.
Middle Eastern food's top tier, man.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
It is. We also have Mark McGrath in the house, who's down with MVP.
You know me. Good to see you, Mark.
Max is back here on delay.
Sorry.
God, Mike, nothing's working the way it's supposed to tonight. I'm just gonna.
StreamYard.
Yeah, probably. What a joke. Or as Mark is saying, what an unholy nightmare, which we might
Whoa.
talk about in a little bit. But yeah, what an unholy nightmare indeed. We also have one of our favorite degenerates, subtle deviancy in the house. Put a Josh in it and make it lame and gay. I mean, you're
You could be
more
the
or
next
less
Silver
accurate.
Surfer. I mean, why not?
Hey, you know that Max, that would make Max's dream come true. You've got Silver Surfer flying through like the cosmos, and he like bursts into Earth's atmosphere and just swoops down by a city. He's like, "Hey!"
He's like, "Hey guys, I just wanted to warn you, Galactus wants to eat your world, and aren't you just scrumptious?
Oh, you're scrumptious, and
You're
he's
just
coming.
scrumptious.
No cap.
He's coming. You better watch out because Galactus is coming. He's gonna
You-
take that however meaning you
And
want.
unlike the
Ooh,
Eternals,
it's
he would
hungry.
literally be saving lives.
Yes.
Guys, we can't intervene. We just have to stand here and watch.
Yeah.
Breen, you are the comics expert on the channel. Do you think that would be a pretty accurate version of Silver Surfer?
Our rendition, the one that we just did, yeah.
Max
Only
did
if-
that a little too well.
only,
Max beats me at
The
that.
ultimate version, I think. Yeah.
only if he gets to meet up with the Rawhide Kid from the early 2000s series, and they can have a hey off.
One will say slay, one will say hey. It'll be
Yeah.
a grand old time. So we were kind of saying this backstage. There's not a plan for tonight. I mainly wanted to just get some cool people together and just kind of hang out and chat. And there will be a general theme of Thanksgiving, but there's not a like, I don't have slides pulled together. There's not like an agenda. We're just gonna kind of shoot the shit. But I did start off with a poll, and it's in the chat. So it's what do you look forward to the most at Thanksgiving? And I
Wait,
really kind of
hold up, Josh. You said
Oh.
cool people? What am I
cool
doing
people.
here? What am I?
Well, I mean, you deserve to be here. There's a guy that's in the bottom middle that's questionable. Like, you know, I try to make sure I provide community service and do good deeds, and then, you know, friends with Max.
Well, you donated a helmet to me this Christmas, all right? And I appreciate it because, you know, it keeps me safe. I forgot to wear it on the stream. I apologize. But you do your due diligence and you know, get your community service hours. And I appreciate it. I thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I try. I mean, I don't
So-
try hard, but I try.
I assume I'm the diversity hire here.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're both a female and
Yep.
technically a woman of color, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I could see that. And you actually have the right takes because you've decorated your room for Christmas. And Josh does not believe in this, but apparently.
Whoa. Look, you've got moral support with Nadia here. I'm not giving you shit for decorating before Christmas. I mean, before Thanksgiving. But yeah, I have a staunch rule in my house of we have Thanksgiving and then we will decorate for Christmas.
So the only reason why this is decorated is because this is my office. I am not allowed to put the main tree up or decorate until this weekend. If it was up to me, midnight on Halloween, the tree would be going
Yeah.
up.
Absolutely.
And you know, Chris is he's like, no, we're having Thanksgiving and then we'll put the tree up and we'll do it this
Whoa.
weekend. Yeah.
I need to have a talk with Chris then. I need to give him a text and be like, dude, come on.
So I've been secretly buying more Christmas decorations and just putting them in places. A couple of nutcrackers just to liven up
Yeah.
the place. Yeah.
I love it. Where do you get your Halloween stuff? Christmas stuff. Because I tend to always go to Hobby Lobby. And
That's
it's just
where
like, oh,
I
everything.
love
you
Hobby
need.
Lobby.
Yeah.
Hobby Lobby has the best Christmas decorations.
What were you gonna say? I saw that little smirk.
What's wrong with that?
Hey, if I go there at 11 o'clock in the afternoon or like morning afternoon-ish after brunch on like a Saturday or Sunday, and I just stroll. I'm not shopping for actual decorations. I'm shopping for my future wife. Okay.
Yeah,
There you
that's what
go.
he's saying. That's what
what I
he's
was gonna
saying.
say.
He's like, oh, I'm looking for Christmas gifts. Yeah, he's really trolling for one.
I'm like just looking at something. Huh,
You
as
go
I'm,
on a
like, kinda looking
Saturday.
over.
First, you have Chick-fil-A because you have to have God's chicken, and then you go to God's hobby shop.
There we
You
go.
know,
Amen.
make a day out.
Before they close on Sunday. The problem with Max with this is Max is the type that will go strolling through there and he'll be like inconspicuously looking at stuff on the shelf. And when I say inconspicuously, he's super suspicious, like total capital sus. And he'll grab something and be like, "Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. This is neat, isn't it? Are you single?"
You should actually, Max. You should do bookstores. You should look for a book girl. Yeah,
Interesting. Okay.
yeah.
Like going to the manga,
Like go
manhwa
no,
section
go
or
to
something.
the fantasy romance section. So not
Ooh,
full
like the
romance.
Fabio covers.
Yeah, no, a little bit more modern,
Okay.
more modern stuff. But yes, go there. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
So
Okay.
Twilight.
All right. I like it.
Yeah, there we
Yeah.
go. Twilight. It
Well-
would be funny to see Max with like a long blonde Fabio wig and then like his shirt unbuttoned like to his belly button, and then he can go grab a book and like open it and just be like, "This
Or
book is
just-
very exciting."
Funny,
just,
not the word I would have gone with there.
Yeah. Might be a different vocabulary. Yeah, or if someone's reading, like if she's like reading one of those like, romance
You
novels.
should be reading the same one.
Oh yeah, and then like,
Yeah.
or yeah, you just inconspicuously like pull the same one, and be like, I love this book, right? Yeah. And she's yeah.
Go ahead.
I have PG recommendations for you because I don't think you could read anything harder. Like Bex and I have a spicy book club, and that stuff
Ooh.
nobody can read.
Ooh.
Summer
So-
Bex and I.
Vex might be popping in earlier. I might
Yeah.
have, or later.
Oh.
God, I don't even know what
Oh.
time it is, but I might have to grill her on this. So
You can grill her because if she wants to talk about it, she can talk about it. But I'll turn red in the face if I talk about it.
Are we talking more than 50 Shades of Grey kind of stuff?
That is PG compared to what Bex and I
Really?
are reading.
God, what are you reading?
Fascinating.
I'm not. Nope. Coughing fit. So
I will say that I have read portions of those little snippets, and it's like just straight up smut. Like it's like the level of detail in descriptions of like members is unreal.
members.
You know what's funny is that one of the things, like speaking of things we like to do like, on Thanksgiving, is that when we get together, my aunts they typically exchange the smut romance novels, and at one point or another, I'll pick one up randomly and I'll start reading it out loud. Like his strong, manly hands grasp her well endowed bosom, just crap like that. Like Drew, stop! And it's like, nope, I'm going.
Yeah.
The more deranged and smutty it is, the more I'm laughing. So Chris will hear me upstairs just cackling, and sometimes I'll just take pictures of the excerpt of it and send it to him. Just no context, just like the one or two sentences that are making me giggle, and just send it to him.
Now, do you feel like most women who read those books have a similar response, or are they reading it and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I need to take a break or something"? Like, how do they respond to that? Right?
I don't know. I guess you'll have to ask Vex. Me, I laugh because I think it's so out there and so weird that I'm like, it doesn't. Like I don't have to start fanning myself and go look for my husband. Like, hey, you got 5 minutes.
Yeah.
There was a fan going when she was reading it.
Yeah, because Josh, I don't know if you know, but you've got a special guest in the background.
Oh, shoot. I didn't see them there. What the heck?
Yeah.
Oh,
My
we
other
got
brown
two.
sister.
Oh,
no,
Bessie!
Oh,
Two
I've been
more
waiting.
people.
I've
I'm
been
so
sitting
sorry.
here for like 10 minutes waiting, just chilling, going, listen, I'm in the spicy group too, and I just started the book.
It's the three of us.
So I
and
have to be
Untamed
honest.
Mando.
This is the first time I've had this many people on a stream, so I didn't realize it was going to go below. I thought they were going to start like I thought it would scroll sideways.
Thank you,
no, yeah,
Max.
you got to watch out for that. That happens.
I
all the time.
thank you,
man.
Max, for telling him that. I was like chilling back there for like 10 minutes going, does he not see me? Is it because I
No.
haven't made him sausage and peppers? What the fuck?
You know what's bad is I saw her Twitter message like a minute ago, so I went and gave her a thumbs up. So she's probably like,
Oh,
"What the hell?"
It's
right
okay,
here.
Josh. I'm okay with your casual sexism, unlike most people here. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Bex, I
think-
told him that you would be more willing to talk about this book than I am because I'll.
well,
Oh,
don't ruin
yes.
it. Don't ruin it. I'm on chapter 10.
Well, I
Oh,
think,
okay.
Are you past the part that Vex told
No,
you
no,
about?
she's not. She's not
She's
at the
not
sexy
there?
part yet. No.
Oh, okay.
No,
So,
I'm at the part where she got the douchebag's hands in a package on her front porch.
Oh, so
Okay,
she's right up to the firearm incident.
Yeah,
Wait.
that's. I think that's another 5 or 6 chapters, and then she'll
Yes.
get to the firearm incident. Yes.
So you'll need 10 chapters of foreplay before you get into the good stuff?
This
No,
book
no,
is
there's already
600
been-
pages
no.
long.
Oh,
There's already
okay.
been 2 climaxes. We're right
my
in the
goodness.
beginning. This let me
Yes.
tell you. Wait a minute. Let me tell you. This
What
book.
what
So
kind of climaxes?
I'm audio I'm audio booking this because that's the only way I can get a book in, and it's 15 hours.
Oh
15
my God.
hours.
Hold on.
Of
I have
reading.
a question actually for you,
Yes.
Sassy. Do they have a
Yes.
male voice for Z at all?
Yes, they do. It's very
Does it-
sexy.
Does it sound like American Henry Cavill? Because that's how I pictured it.
Yeah, a little bit. I will pay better attention to it when I listen to it again. I'm cooking for Thanksgiving tomorrow. I took the day off work, and Cannoli's going to be working right in the next room and in the kitchen. I'm gonna listen to this book like all day tomorrow while I cook.
You should timestamp some sections so that when we're talking about it on Vex's stream, we can play it.
Okay.
Well,
Oh,
I don't know if
I'm
we're
also,
allowed to.
Yeah, I'm going to go through. I'm going to read this again before that stream anyway, so I could underline some excerpts that we can maybe go through. But it gets. I don't know if Nadia.
I think we're
told
making
you
all
the-
very uncomfortable.
Okay, so the premise of this quote unquote novel is this young woman decides to move into the house her grandmother left her. And when she does, she ends up gaining a stalker. Turns out this stalker is like an international like tech whiz, and he takes out child lovers as a job, and he's very wealthy from doing that. So there's a whole Italian sauce and cheese
as a job. And
Oh, I'm echoing somewhere.
No, that was
There-
me. That was me. It
Okay.
was me. That's
There's
me.
a whole you guys remember the Italian pizza dish gate thing that happened a while ago, right?
Yeah.
What the
Yeah.
$68 cheese pizza? Yeah, I remember.
Yes,
No,
yes.
stop.
What?
Jesus.
So it makes reference to that. Like he takes out those kinds of people, but he's also like a crazy stalker. So it goes into this take 50 Shades of Grey is tame compared to
And I've never
what
read
they do
50
this.
Shades. This is not a book that I read. I read murder mysteries. I don't read books like this at all. So this is completely new for me. I'm doing this to hang out with the girls.
So I thought when you said that you started reading it as a murder mystery and it turned into this like steamy. You were like, "Whoa, what's this?"
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I read like this is not my genre at all, but I'm trying something new to hang out because my friends told me to.
Oh, so
So-
you knew what you were getting into then.
I did. Vex already told me what I was getting into, and then they wanted to start a spicy book club, and I'm like, I want friends too. I'll read it. So I started it yesterday, and it's pretty intriguing, I have to say.
It's very poorly written. It's
Oh, very poorly written.
But
I
the
mean, we-
story just keeps
50
us
Shades of Grey.
entertained.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh, go ahead.
Sassy, I have to ask, since
Yes.
this is a change of pace for you and it's new for you, are you reading it and then you're finishing a chapter and then you're like, Cannoli, you're going to bed now?
No, because I've been reading it at work.
Oh,
my goodness.
wait. But you're audio booking it, so you're not reading it, you're listening to it, right?
I'm listening. Yeah, I listen. Like I have this thing where I did like 85 books last year, and it's because I can audiobook. So I audiobook everything because the job that I have allows me to audiobook, and then when I drive in the car, it's just easier for me. And I love police procedurals. I love serial killer books. I like all that stuff. And so this whole like steamy shit is way new for me. And I have to say, I'm with Nadia. I'm kind of laughing. a little bit. Because
Ooh.
it's like the foreplay, like the sexual talk is so immature. And like if somebody said that to me, I would be like, I'm what? What did you just say to me? It's so like, I don't know. It's weird. But I'm enjoying it because it's something different and I want to be able to like chat about it. But actually I've been home for a little bit. Cannoli's downstairs. I think he's watching Cheers reruns
I have
and
a
I'm hanging
question.
out.
What kind of things is this guy saying that's kind of
Yeah,
cringe?
Oh boy.
I'm asking for a friend on this stream.
Bex, should I put the title in the private chat so the guys know?
Sure. Hold on.
All right.
I can try and find a line though for you.
Shieldwald, I have too much respect for you to repeat those words because
It ain't for me. It's for
no,
someone here
just
can
to
try
say
'em
in
out
front
when
of
they're
you.
at the, yeah,
I can't.
exactly.
Listen, I can't make Josh blush more than he already is. So
I think Max is just disgusted. The look on his face.
Stop being prude, Max. Stop being prude. Sassy, what you need to do is you need to just hide like your phone in the kitchen or the living room and have it recording, and then just completely catch Cannoli off guard and just say these lines, say one of them, just to see what his reaction is. So I feel like
I
he'd
will
have good
tomorrow.
reactions.
Tomorrow while I'm cooking, while he's working, I'll just stop and repeat this really weird line while I'm like, beating up the mashed potatoes or whatever the hell I'm doing tomorrow.
She'll be beating something. That's for sure.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what are you doing, Josh? I'm beating up the mashed potatoes.
And have any of your coworkers told you that, hey, your earbuds are in, but your volume's just coming through your phone?
No, but here's the funny thing. I do make sure but I wear hearing aids normally, so nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows that I'm listening to my audiobook, but I have had one time I was listening to like the making a murderer, but the one that they did on Daily Wire. I was listening to an episode and apparently I walked across the street to another office, left my phone, and it had unattached and it was playing. And my coworker did hear it and it was like, shit, I'm so glad it wasn't like something really bad. It was just like a documentary. But yeah, apparently that can happen. My hearing aids can disconnect. So I have to be really careful because this is not something I'd want my coworker who's like 68 years old to hear.
You come back and are like, me too, time's up.
No, she would want to listen to it though. She's kind of sassy as well. And she'd be like, ooh, I'll read that book too. So yeah, this is definitely different for me. I'm not really sure. But I like just, being able to like read something different and then kind of share it with my friends. So we'll see.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm the one that started this whole domino effect. I was like, Bex, listen, I understand you and I have the same deranged mentality. Let me throw this book at you.
This all started over an AI pick too.
Yes.
This AI pick didn't have anything to do with Henry Cavill, did it?
It did. It did.
Oh,
wow, I
my
would have never
Lord.
guessed.
Yeah, never at all.
My Henry Cavill ornament.
Oh my gosh.
Why you got to do him dirty like that?
Yeah,
What do you
he's like in a onesie. He's like in a little. What's he wearing?
Okay,
a little animal onesie with the little hood on it. Yeah, what is that?
It's a
Is that
Tigger.
real, or they just
Yeah.
Photoshop him on there?
It's Tigger. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Tigger.
I was worried I was
no.
gonna mispronounce that, so I didn't want to.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Oh, you were worried
You gotta
about
be
mispronouncing.
It's with a
Tigger
soft
with a
R. Soft
T.
R.
Vex is the only one on this panel that has any sort of pass in that department.
Excuse
Yeah, I
me,
know.
sister, I'm brown too. And
Yeah,
I
he
have
technically is, yes.
and I have a black stepfather. So what do you got now?
Oh, wow.
Well, I am Sicilian, so maybe I have a little bit of a pass. So there you go. All of us
Yeah.
can say it now. Let's say it
Look,
together.
for women.
1, 2.
As we revealed in the chat, I am as white as you can get, except for that like 1% Native American, which is questionable.
Yeah, I saw a lot of blue up in the Canada region. What's going on with that?
Whoa.
My
Those
husband
are
is pure Irish, and you are still whiter than him. He's Irish and Polish, and you're still
There we
whiter
go.
than him. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like English, Scottish, and Irish, pretty much. So we're talking about these smut books, and I kind of want to ask Breen, have you ever read a smut book, or have you ever read 50 Shades of Grey specifically?
Or a smut
seen the
comic?
movie?
Smut comics exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Cherry. What is that?
I think
Very tart. Yeah.
Cherry Pop Tart. That is like that's just straight up porn.
I think the closest I've ever gotten is You know who Christina Faust is?
No,
She's
her
written
name's
she's written some hard case crime novels, and she's actually written a couple of comics. She did I think Hit Me, and she did something else that was kind of nastier, but there was an ebook that sometimes the title you just gotta. Is that her?
That's The Faust Love the Damned. Tim Vigil, David Quinn.
Mm.
Oh, okay. But
yeah.
there was this book popped up on my Kindle, and it was Butch Fatal, Double D Double Dyke or something like that. It's sort of like sometimes the title alone will get you through at least half the book. And yeah, I get that would probably qualify. But yeah, that's about. I mean, yeah, good Lord. I mean, this is what I was reading before I came on.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So, yeah,
very wholesome.
I'm
So
just,
wholesome.
I'm just,
It is very
I'm
wholesome.
old and dull.
You know what I will say is that though I don't think there's a large market for like the cherry pop tart, more like smut comic interior pages. The big thing with comic collectors right now are like, even back in the 90s was like Bad Girl covers, right? Is that what they were called, Brain? I think, Bad Girl, and then you also have like the golden age of comics where you had like, these beautiful women, bondage covers,
Oh yeah.
like all that kind of stuff. Like that sells. That always sells, and they always have really high prices on them. So
It's because
there
they're
is.
artistic and collectible.
This is true. It's not just straight, like it's not just boobs on a cover. It's like
No.
a Frazetta woman, or it's a golden age.
It's like Shikari. It's like new artists like Shikari. Something he's done with like a Wonder Woman homage cover or whatever. Those sell like gangbusters.
They do. That might actually be porn, though. But no, I'm kidding.
Well, if you look at the covers for, like I say, those hard case crime, that they were very prevalent in the 40s through the 60s. That was the pushing the envelope as close as show as much as they could.
Right.
And now they just kind of have a retro feel to them. But there's always been a market for that, and there still is. But and I think those are to me. Those are cooler than just like the Bad Girl stuff in the 90s, because I mean it's just it just got kind of silly, and that's probably why it burned itself out.
Sure. And I remember like recently Lucio Perillo has been doing like incredible Vampirella, Draculina, like all of those covers.
Yeah.
Anything Perillo touches, like Drew, I know you've done videos about Perillo before, and like yeah, I would highly recommend because his women are just gorgeous. They remind me, it's very Frazetta-esque, lots of curves.
The sex stuff in this book will make Larry Flint blush. That's all I got to say. The stuff in here. Yeah.
I already wrote it down to maybe add it to the list next because I doubt it'll make us blush, but let's go for it.
No. Oh no. Trust me. It's going to make you blush. Trust me.
I stuck
visual.
through Crossed for a long, long time. Nothing really can make me blush.
Like I said, this will make Larry Flint blush. And you see some of the sex and blood and the sex and death mixed together, actual penetration. Yeah,
There's some stuff that, because I work at a comic shop, and we have a warehouse where the guy that used to run our other store, let's just say he had some fetishes, I guess, and he would carry some really X-rated stuff, and I have seen things because we have one customer that sells those. So instead of selling to the store, I just get them and I sell them directly to him, and then he takes them to shows and sells them. But I have seen things that, compared to Crossed would be available at Sunday school compared to some of the shit I've seen. And it's
my God.
I accept this challenge.
Yeah.
We got some funny books for you.
Oh my Lord, there's some stuff. It's like, and I seriously, I'm not trying to sound like going to come across like a Bible thumper, but I don't get it. I really, I get to a certain point, but some of the stuff is like, it's I don't know. It's just like, who is this for? I know who it's for, but
I forgot. I did it myself in Born of Blood, in issue 2 of Born of Blood, where the artist.
I wasn't going to say anything. I
like that issue.
I wrote it. There's full-on sexy, full-on penetration in Born of Blood #2, but it serves the character. It serves the story. There's a purpose to it.
Time out, Max. Did you ever read the second issue like prior to release?
No, I had no
Okay.
clue. So I read it once it was at my comic shop, or I forget whether I ordered it through my LCS or whether I backed it on the crowdfunding campaign. But yeah, I just remember reading that and I was like, well, I found my new favorite issue of Born of Blood. And, so
What
yeah,
kind of
it was,
release are we talking about, Josh?
yeah.
I will say
Max,
there
how
was
will
a
you?
original version and then an edited version, but the original version had way more dick in it.
Love it. Yeah. Why not?
Look, when you have two gay men going, that's a lot of dick. Says something. I want to go to Vex. So I know Vex was going to look up some of these lines. Vex, have you had a chance to pull any wonderful quotes?
Oh. I
And
mean,
She's got to memorize. Come on, let's be
Do-
not
do we-
memorized.
Do we need to wait for Nadia to return to the screen before we do this? Oh, there she is.
Are you
okay?
playing part of the firearm? Because I feel like that's the most prominent.
I could just play the book right now. It's on my audio.
Oh no.
Okay. I'm gonna do one thing, and then we'll have Vex. Vex, can you read some lines?
I have a little I have a little line right here for
Oh,
you.
Give me
Yes.
1 second. I'm gonna do one thing, and then we'll let you read it.
One thing.
Okay, go ahead.
No, come back. Where'd you go?
Okay, but I am curious. Go ahead and read this one thing for us.
All right. That fear holds me completely immobile. Finally, I feel the terror penetrate my thick skull. Because this man could easily kill me, my bravery is sucked out of me like a vacuum, and I melt into a puddle of fear and hatred. You want to act brave? Then I'm going to show you exactly what happens to smart mouths. You're going to swallow my cum like the fucking bad girl you are, and I don't give a fuck if you don't like it.
And there you have it.
I mean,
that is
just-
probably the most
that's just-
tame part of the book.
Well, I mean, he does proceed to basically skull fuck her
Yes.
during this scene. So
Yeah, I haven't gotten up to that part yet, but I'm okay.
Well, happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Happy
Aren't we
Thanksgiving.
so grateful and
Exactly.
thankful for-
Yeah, so- I
It
know.
sounds like a Tuesday night in my house.
It's
Skull
it's
fucking
the
it is.
season. It's the season of giving, right?
And
you just keep
giving.
giving and giving. And
If you alter that language just a little bit, that sounds like a counseling session in the military.
Very true.
I'm going to run through a couple of comments real quick before I get too far behind. And then I do want to kind of turn the conversation to some actual Thanksgiving stuff. But we do have Flaccid that joined the chat. What's up, Flaccid? And he goes, why isn't Josh wearing his MB simp hat? It's because my hair was fixed from work. That's why. Yeah. That's the only. Sorry, it'll be on Sunday. Well, are you doing a stream Sunday night, Max? Maybe?
I might do some fun. We'll see. But
Look, if Max does a stream Sunday night, I'll go simp on his page.
yeah, it's actually part of his contract, Flaccid. Every
Correct.
time he shows up to the show with the hat on, I have to, pay him back somehow. So we won't
love it.
disclose the rest of the contract, but
I'm curious
Flaccid
now.
also says Hobby Lobby is based in Christ Pill.
yes.
Yes, it is.
Amen. Absolutely.
I don't know. I'm surprised I haven't burned walking through those doors after reading books like this. It's like died of fire.
We have Subtle hopping in with MVP. This Santa goes up chimneys. Max, what does that mean? Can you explain that for us real quick?
Maybe goes in chimneys. I could maybe see that goes up, goes in chimneys. If it's an innuendo, I see what he's trying to do, I think.
We've also got Cannoli. Hello, everyone. Hello, Cannoli. If you're still in the chat, we gotta ask. Unless you're watching Cheers, and by all means, watch Cheers because it's probably better than watching this. But did you secretly tell Vex to tell Nadia to get Sassy to read this smut book? Was this like a master plan? Was there something going on?
I'm gonna be honest with you. He has no idea I'm even reading this. I haven't even told him.
Oh, well,
Wow.
there we go. Cannoli, after she's finished, we're gonna need you to read and or listen and give us a review on MMM. I know it's not technically a movie, so maybe it's BBB, book. Bad Bitches Book Club or something with Cannoli.
I like
featuring-
that, actually.
Hey!
I like that. Bad Bitches Book Club.
See, you three right there. We got it figured out.
That's right.
Subtle says sand people are such perverts.
That's true.
Yes.
Oh
you know
my
what?
god.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
It's
I
because
dated one. She was definitely a
sons on
pervert.
that.
I can
Yeah,
attest to that.
it's fine.
Yes, we are.
Oh, yeah. Look, thank you, George. Mrs. C, it says, make Josh sausage and peppers. Although
know.
Cannoli said that's only for him. So
I did see that in the chat, so I'll work on it for you.
I mean, if I need to go schmooze Cannoli and tell him how pretty he is, if that helps, I will.
He does like to be told how pretty he is. So yes, if you could
know what?
start there.
This is going to be the running gag now. I'm going to pop into every one of his streams and be like, there's that sexy man beast, Cannoli. And then do like a
AKA
kiss emoji. Yeah.
And then put in parentheses, when can I get sausage and peppers from your wife?
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, speaking of sassy, can I just say how based she is that she also has Christmas decorations up? Sorry, I just
you know
wanted
what?
to notice
I
that.
knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
My whole
Oh,
downstairs
Why do you
is
hate
decorated.
Christmas so much, Josh?
I don't hate Christmas. I just feel that Christmas needs to wait till after
This
Thanksgiving.
is my bedroom. This
Why?
is my master bedroom. So
Why can't you have Christmas decorations up during Thanksgiving?
Because I want to just enjoy Thanksgiving. So
Turkey's
God, it
overrated.
keeps- Ugh. There we go.
Why?
Speaking of Christmas, we've got Joe Corallo, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey!
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Of comics.
Joe, I mentioned like a week ago on Twitter that I would have announcements on the show, and I thought this was a perfect time to announce that you're writing a Hallmark Christmas movie.
What are these bits you do, John? What are you? You're trying to embarrass me in front of some people I don't even know?
No, you could totally write a Hallmark Christmas movie. It's
I
your
know
thing.
I can. I absolutely can. I think we all know the plot or two that they use.
Or two.
Or yeah,
So,
pretty much.
well, sometimes it's powerful woman attorney who goes to small town where she's from and meets, her high school sweetheart who's now widowed with like an 8-year-old daughter who desperately needs a mom. And sometimes it's a woman who is like a fancy baker and has to go either abroad or in some sort of competition and meets a prince. And they
The
kind
only
of
real
go back
question
and forth.
you have to have is it going to have a bed and breakfast in it or not?
Yeah.
always.
Always.
There's this thing on
That's cool.
TikTok that I'm going to play on my next show, and it's this girl summing up exactly what Hallmark movies are, and I can't even sum it up better than she did. I have to play it, but it's just talking about like it has to be somebody who is a lawyer who goes to a town with a bakery that they have to bake in a competition. They meet a guy who happens to have a hardware store who's widowed, who has an 8-year-old, and in 3 days he asks her to marry him and happily ever after. So it was this whole thing, and she nailed everything. And Hallmark movies, you're right, are the same no matter how you slice it. It's just like you can only watch them so many times.
So, do you think they would be improved if someone got skull fucked?
Absolutely.
100%.
100%. Sign me up.
I would subscribe to Hallmark Channel today.
I think
You
it's
would
more
have
like-
gotten that, Joe, if you'd been here a little earlier.
You know what though?
Oh, wow.
That didn't completely just come out of left field.
That's my fault.
You should
Just saying.
It's so
just
funny
watch Lifetime.
because Joe was
Lifetime.
saying, he was like, "Oh, Josh, what are you doing with these bits? Trying to blah blah." blah." Joe, you came onto my birthday stream, and your bit
Yep.
was, "Hey, everyone who died on Max's birthday. Let's go
Yeah.
through the list of all the people who died."
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, thank you, Joe. Thank you.
Well, there were a
It
lot
was-
of people that died the day you were born.
If you'd done it like
Yeah.
the Joe Carroll song, it would have been even better.
Oh.
That
then-
one guy like killed himself on the day you were born.
Yeah, and then you were like, no wonder this guy killed himself.
It was
So-
prophetic, I think is the word you're looking for.
Speaking of killing it,
Essentially.
did anybody see that Vex was on Chrissy Mayr's channel today?
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Except my
Nice.
internet kind of shit the bed.
Oh,
but
your
it just-
internet.
It just had Canada on full display.
Yeah, it did.
That's all.
It was fucked. I'm so I felt so bad for you because Chrissy would ask a question and Vex would be like, "Yes, exactly. Yep, yep."
I was waiting for
And I
Yeah.
was like, "What the hell, Vex? Can she not hear?" And then her husband in the chat was like, "Are we on a delay?" I go, "Frank, it's Vex's internet. She lives in Canada." And that explains it all. So yeah, your internet was a little wonky today.
oh yeah.
Well, it had to go through all the sensors and data collection stuff.
There
first.
just weren't enough moose powering the towers today. That's really all it was. I'm sorry, but I have to go because I'm recording for something else tonight as well.
You're
So
all good. I have one comment for you before you leave, and then I'll let
Sure.
you plug your stuff. But Zach says Vex started a new channel called Vex and do selected readings on YouTube. Let me visit your private island sometime.
writing it down. Writing it down.
Awesome.
That,
Well,
that
I
doesn't
know-
sound appropriate.
You know, I mean, with this group, it isn't. Vex,
Thank you for having me. It
Yeah,
was a
plug-
pleasure to meet you all.
plug your shit because you're on like 40 streams a day. So
Oh, well, I'll have a video out tomorrow evening before I go on Zax's channel, so that'll probably be around like 9:30 or 9:45 Eastern. But I'll be on Zax's channel tomorrow. I finally have to watch Avatar 2 for that.
Oh,
Ugh.
I'm on it tomorrow too. He told me I didn't have to watch Avatar 2.
I'm watching it just so I can gang on to Flaccid and Lofty because they really like it apparently.
I hate
Um,
Avatar. I'm with you, sister.
when
yeah.
you
I hear
say
it's
they like
long.
it, they like the movie or they like when women gang up on them?
I
can
think
believe
they like
both.
the movie. They like the
Okay.
movie. Yes.
It's probably the second.
I'm
It-
pretty sure Lofty is asexual in all honesty. I don't see him ever being a sexual individual. So
Yeah, Lofty's more like Magic Earring Ken.
right.
Yes.
I like to think of Lofty as every woman content creator's work husband. So he's everybody's work husband because
Yeah, I can see
that
that.
works.
Mhm.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll be there tomorrow so you can catch all that. But again, pleasure being here and meeting you all. Happy Thanksgiving as well.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
That's
Thank
good.
you. And by the way, there is a fund for Vex.
Yeah,
Because
thank
she's
you.
got some crazy chaos going on, and I will try to make sure I get it and drop it in the chat here in a second.
Thank you, Josh. Bless your
course.
sweet gay heart. Oh my god. Bye, guys.
Bye,
Bye,
Later,
Vex.
Vex.
Yeah.
I got a few more comments I'm going to run through real quick, and then let's talk some Turkey Day goodness. So subtle deviancy. My grandfather's hunting beagle once stole a cooked turkey right off the table. Like MVP, we feasted on beef hot dogs instead. Yeah. So Max's Thanksgiving is corn and hot dogs. If people didn't know, it's a
Really?
sad sight. Yeah.
Um,
He can't cook.
Oh, so
Yeah,
like,
but there's plenty of places that can cook for you and you can just pick it up.
Yeah, but I mean, it's Max. You
That's
know.
what I did.
agree.
I ordered a Thanksgiving dinner. Actually, we went with ham. Turkey's overrated. And then there's no
Whoa.
point in cooking all day for just two of us. I mean, I'm going to make some sides and stuff, but there's no point in cooking all day. But yes, turkey's
Yeah.
overrated. Ham's better.
But
Ham is for
leftovers.
Christmas.
I look.
Yeah.
We do both. We do not. We are all for the different types of meats, and we welcome them openly.
I'm sure you are, Josh.
Yeah.
I'm sure you are.
what are the four meats? What are
Yeah,
we?
what-
all
Ham,
the different meats.
turkey, and what other meats are you talking
There-
about, Josh?
You know, people
Well,
eat
I
more
live
than
in-
4 meats.
I live in Texas. I do live in
Okay.
Texas. So there are people that have steaks on Thanksgiving,
Prime rib, yeah, and stuff.
and
yeah,
then
Okay.
you
Okay.
also have a heavy Mexican population, so you get pork tamales.
Mm.
Ooh, tamales.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
yeah. You gotta have your tamales. That's
we're 2 meats in. Let's turkey's 3. Right?
What about turducken?
Ham.
Oh, okay. So turkey,
Ooh, turducken.
ham, and I guess pork are the pig.
Oh, okay.
Eh. I was trying to just shit on Max while he was gone, but that didn't really
No,
work
I
out
mean
very
it's
well.
very, very sad that's
Listen.
All he eats is hot dogs and corn.
Yeah, well, I mean, he has to trade out crayons every now and then, so.
Man, if I had known that, Max, even though you're gone, I would have said just drive the 3 hours to me and Chris. We would have had you for Thanksgiving.
We should try to get Max to cook a Thanksgiving meal since he can't cook and record it, and it'll be
No.
He's just gonna throw a heater inside an MRE and call it good.
Yeah.
I got it.
I'm having a Thanksgiving with my loving family. So
I'm sorry.
I'm having Thanksgiving with my family. I don't know.
You don't know each other. Sorry. I don't know if you actually love your family.
no,
Joe's got a
I
good
do.
family.
I do. No, I do. My mom still cooks the turkey in the what was it? She still has her my great grandmother's, her grandmother's, the big thing you put
Dutch
the
oven?
turkey in, put in the oven. Yeah, that thing for that.
Mhm.
And then my grandma still makes the candied yams. It's gonna be she's gonna be 92 December 15th. So
Ooh, I got a question about that. With or without marshmallows on top?
without marshmallows.
Yes, see, that's the way you do it. It's
Agreed.
otherwise
I agree.
Is there a marshmallow crew in here? I know Sassy's not. I know. Wait,
No, vegan marshmallows.
she just made it worse.
Wait, marshmallows aren't vegan to start with?
No, they have
No, it's
they have gelatin in them, and I didn't realize that marshmallows and a lot of candy have gelatin in them, and gelatin is ground up animal hooves.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I didn't either, and I was eating marshmallows for a long time till I realized gelatin was not
Yeah, but
good
it's
for.
just their hooves. I mean, how can that doesn't have a meat in it or anything?
They don't ask like the horse nicely, and it goes, "Oh."
Or is it more of a you don't want to eat it because it has a face kind of thing, like Scott Pilgrim?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's interesting being a vegetarian on Thanksgiving when I cook the turkey and just about everything for the meal. But listen, I do what I got to do.
Do you do like a substitute, Sassy? Like, do you have like a vegan turkey, or do you?
I do.
Fish?
There's a brand called Gardein, and they do like this turkey loaf, if you will, and they have one that's just regular, like there's nothing in it, but this one is stuffed with like stuffing and cranberry and stuff, and so when you slice it, it's got a little bit of stuff in the middle, and it tastes just like turkey. I mean, I know that sounds disgusting to a lot of people. I appreciate that, but it's how I get by.
Yeah,
I will go find some of this Gardein turkey and try it.
You should. I'll show you a picture of it. It's actually pretty interesting. But listen, I've come to level. I've been a vegetarian for over 15 years, so I don't know what I'm missing anymore.
So
I
it's
guess
the O'Douls of turkey.
Correct. Yes. Now, alcohol, I will not give up ever, 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 ever.
I mean, is alcohol? Wait a minute. Hold on. Back up.
Yeah. Yep. I hear you. Go ahead.
Is there some substance of animal in alcohol?
No. Well,
No, I
depends
didn't
on-
think so.
Yeah, it's just grain and stuff, so it should be totally good.
Yeah, because if you start telling me I have to give up alcohol, we're gonna have a real big problem.
Do what I did. I'm sober since New Year's Eve, still going strong.
God bless you, child. God bless you. You
I
must
know.
have no stress
That's
in your
awesome.
life. No, I'm just
Nice.
kidding.
I do. I just don't
I'm
drink
not
alcohol.
sober now.
I don't want to be sober now, but I am, and I shouldn't be.
Yeah, no, Sassy, if you want to go grab some Trulies, we won't judge you.
Yeah, she already look at her. She already shotgunned one at least.
No,
before she got on here.
didn't. No, listen, I got a full day of cooking tomorrow. I got to be on my A game. I'm good.
Oh, so then she's only going to
Fair.
shotgun 2 then.
Yeah. She's gonna shotgun it right before. Well, she'll shotgun it first thing tomorrow morning.
I have to go pick
start
up
the day.
non-alcoholic
Does-
wine, and it's not grape juice, by the way, folks.
Oh, I'm
Okay?
drinking a whole bottle of
Alright.
sangria from Costco on Thursday. Whole thing, myself.
That's
Does
gonna be
anyone
me
do
December
any-
31st. Sorry, Joe. I keep interrupting you.
No, you're fine. I'm just like, does anyone? Are there any other like Thanksgiving traditions? Like, do people watch certain things? I know, like there are people who it's like, planes, trains, and automobiles, or Charlie Brown Thanksgiving or Garfield, etc. Is anyone?
We were getting to that, but we decided to get some excerpts from a really cool book first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there a reason we didn't say the title, by the way?
It's
it
called Haunting Adeline.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah.
I saw it in the private chat. I didn't know if we weren't saying it for a reason.
No, it's a cat and mouse game, and he calls her his mouse. And
Mouse,
like I
and
said, I'm
he's
only like 11
cat.
chapters in, and
So wait. So this is another book about a dude dominating, scaring a woman, controlling her, all this kind of stuff.
Yes.
Basically.
Sure.
Correct.
Yeah.
It seems
it's like a
that
cat
way.
and mouse game. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Except she does not want to be caught yet. Apparently,
So
she
Yeah.
gives
far.
in. But
There's
so
a sequel.
far,
There's
Yeah.
a sequel to it.
I have to read 2 books. I'm only partly in one. So
Yeah.
Since it's a cat and mouse game, like she kills her, though, right?
No.
there's a
No.
second book, so she hangs in there apparently for
Yeah.
a while.
So this is a bad
different
guy
way.
or a desirable guy?
I guess it's weird because, like Bex was saying, he's like top military, takes out bad guys, but yet he's a super assassin. He knows how to use all these types of weapons and take
He
down
defeats
people.
like pizza rings, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and stuff like that. So like but yet no.
But then
I'm not getting into this. We're not going back to this. Let's move forward.
Well,
I
what
might-
does that have to do with Thanksgiving?
It doesn't. we
Is
just
something?
we found out that the ladies were in a book club,
Spicy book club.
a
There's some
spicy
stuff
book
going
club,
on.
and it
There's
just
a lot of stuff.
spiraled from there.
Sorry.
Okay, so I try to bring up wholesome Thanksgiving
Yes, you
activities,
did.
and you're like, no.
Joe, what happened was Josh has never had a panel this big. It got away from him, and here we are an hour later.
Nadia was saying the things that she's thankful for, and she's
Yeah.
thankful for these types of books, and so that's
I'm-
how we got to here.
I'm
Guys.
thankful for my friends that want to talk about these books.
And I'm thankful that my friends bullied me into reading this so I can stay friends with them.
There you go.
And look, in my defense, I'm gonna say I'm not used to juggling a woman, much less 3. Okay, so
Yes.
um,
Fair.
I do. So we were kind of talking about dinners. Max, what are you cooking for Thanksgiving? No reason. We're not asking for any.
We're
reason.
not asking, we just are curious.
I don't. Are you talking about Zax's comment?
No, what is
Because,
Zax's comment?
What?
that if I make a video of myself cooking, at least 3 ladies will spontaneously get pregnant.
I think that's a low bar. I think we're at least minimum 5 ladies.
5?
At
You think
least
so?
5.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Should we try this and see if that actually?
I mean, listen. If you made videos cooking, you would have so many women sliding into your DMs. Just saying.
You have so many female friends that you can ask how to angle the camera, how to look at the camera. what
Oh
to
my
do.
goodness.
Yes.
Oh
yes,
my
we
gosh.
will help you.
That's a whole production.
Yes. It'll
You-
get you a wife. We'll get you a
All
wife.
right. All right.
Yeah.
We'll make it
Uh,
our mission.
Well, what about, like,
2024.
Cranberry sauce. What's happening?
These are the hot topics, Joe. This is what we're talking about, I guess.
Joe, when you pop onto the stream and one of the first things you hear was, I mean, he does skullfucker right after that. You should know this is just gonna be chaos.
It's off the rails.
Off the
Yep.
rails.
That's why we love it. Joe's so sad. He's so sad.
But no, so to make Joe happy, Max, what are your actual Thanksgiving Day plans?
Unfortunately, I'm not cooking anything, so I apologize
Aw.
to the 5 ladies.
Told
I think
ya.
that yeah. But no, I won't be making anything. Normally, actually, my family hosts at our house, but this is the first year after a while that we won't. And my cousin said, "Yeah, I'll do it at my place." So we're gonna go to his, and it should be fun. But I think mostly just watching football. I think that's the plan.
Can I ask, are you bringing hot dogs and corn?
No, we're.
Sassy.
Is it?
They said that you were great at making hot dogs and corn. I just wanted to ask.
Oh my goodness! Is that an innuendo or is that?
No, as
legitimately-
Josh,
Actual
Josh,
corn and hot dogs.
no, Josh said when you were away, you had your mic muted, and he was saying that you make a wonderful Thanksgiving meal of hot dogs and corn.
I'm not sure how to answer.
Okay, you can accept it, Max. It's
Max,
okay.
Why are you turning red right now?
Yeah,
I just really like Joe's face. Right
I do too.
now.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on?
self-preserved
Is this
right
camera frozen?
now. No,
No,
No, it isn't. He's just
I feel the
logged
same
in.
way, Joe. I have no idea what's going
it's
on.
all right, Joe.
I'm sorry. I'm chaotic anytime
I
I
love
come
it.
onto a panel.
Max, to kind of add on to this idea of you cooking, Corey hopped in and said, Max cooking in Silkies, boom, millions of women instantly pregnant.
Oh my goodness. Well,
You
I
could
guess.
probably repopulate the United States, Max.
Whoa, that might
Awesome.
be.
Look, Joe knows about this. Instead of City of Bruce, it's City of Max. He's in Silkies.
Oh,
We already saw how
no.
much money you made on your birthday stream in Silkies. Throw in
This is
cooking.
true.
It's like exotic Max mixed with like HGTV Food Network.
Now, what's the top situation, right? Am I just apron and silkies?
Yes.
Or okay.
Yeah.
No, I would say
Alright.
collared shirt opened, unbutton a couple of buttons down.
Oh, interesting. So like
Mhm.
3 to 4 down.
Yeah. Show a little
Okay.
Yeah,
chest
but
area.
then
Yeah,
but then the apron will cover up the chest
no
area.
apron. No apron.
Oh, no
No
apron.
apron. No.
Right. Okay.
Oh wait, apron around just around the half.
Oh
part.
yeah, like the hip.
Yeah.
Apron. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
chef hat or no chef hat?
Max,
You want to be like a
Max.
Chippendale dancer? He's got a bow tie around his neck too.
Yeah.
You know?
no. Max, I got to in the future when you're on a stream like this and people
Oh.
are talking about you like being in silkies or like attracting people, never ask what the top situation is. Don't do that.
Well,
That was no. People are going
appar-
to take that in a different way. and you don't
Apparently,
want that.
well, Joe, I think I was watching a stream where you were on with Josh, and we were talking about how I was an otter, right? How I am more geared towards the otter community.
I think
But you
further,
said-
further away from
It's-
Thanksgiving.
yeah, you're definitely more of an otter, I think. Yeah.
No,
I think Joe said you weren't an otter, that you were more of a
Correct.
twunk.
right, and
What is
I had never
that?
heard of this.
No,
before.
I was saying that because it's more insulting to call you a twunk.
Wait a minute,
and
what's
I
a
took it
twunk?
as an insult.
Okay,
it's
I
a
Well,
twink.
I'm glad that
Is that
the
like a
point
model?
of
What is that?
yeah, no, a twunk is a twink who's like after you're out of your 30s,
Mhm.
you're not really a twink anymore. You're a twink.
Gotcha.
Like you're
Okay. You're a
former
twunk.
twink.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I feel
So
like
it's a
even when
twink
you,
that's growing up.
like muscular, like a hunky twink, pretty much.
I feel
Um,
Max is
Well,
not
hunky
slim
is
enough to be a
a-
twink, though. He's
No, he's definitely not slim enough to be a twink.
yeah.
Max,
Well,
as Max likes to say, he's a thick boy.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
3 C's. With
This is coming from a married woman. Max is a very thick boy.
When you
Yeah,
were
she's on me in
discussing
person.
this,
so.
when you were discussing this the last time I was on, why didn't you take the time to explain that better? I would have understood the stream a lot more before we got to the Batman stuff.
We
Well, the other thing too, I feel like you like embracing this like thick boy with like 3 C's or whatever that it kind of feels like a little bit like a deflection, like a little bit like I'm gonna own this because like it hurts like a little bit, but like I'm just gonna
Only
Like,
at first.
but if I roll with it, it's gonna get better over time.
Right. Like I'd
Yeah.
secretly like to be a little pounds under what I am right now, but if I
Yeah.
just
Wouldn't
go,
we all? Wouldn't we
yeah, if
all?
I just dive headfirst into being thick, like yeah, maybe one of these days I'll believe it.
Thick
Max,
boys are in though
There you
now.
go.
yeah, Max,
All
never
my
stop,
TikTok.
never
sorry.
stop eating your panda.
Oh well, thank you. Those are good
Pandas
words.
are almost extinct. No one should be eating pandas.
But it's so tasty.
But I highly, I'm sorry, Josh. We're
No, you're
getting
good.
off track, but I highly doubt that your TikTok is full of thicker guys because here in California, it's thin guys only. Like all the women are dating.
Nope, it's all
thin,
very
string
thick-
bean guys.
Thick, muscular guys, not like body build, not like a dad bod, but muscular.
Interesting.
Full of them, all wearing the ghost face mask too. For some reason, I think it's
Oh yeah.
Scream
It's
6 was very popular.
yeah.
But all that being said, Joe, I think, I texted Josh afterwards and I just all caps, what is a twunk? so he had to tell me. And I was like, how dare him?
And I didn't feel like explaining it through text.
Yes,
so I
is the best
sent
part.
pictures like, here's a twink, here's a twunk, here's an otter. And of course, because I'm, special, they're all shirtless pictures of shirtless men.
But like,
Max,
you have like a library in your phone of like reference photos to explain this to people. Like,
no,
what
it's
was
called
going on?
Google. Like you just
So,
Google twink.
hold on a second. So Max asked this question, and you stop what you're doing to Google shirtless men to text Max, which I believe,
It's an
while
important
Max
question.
appreciated the visual aid, probably would have gotten it if they weren't shirtless. Like the same effect would have.
Hey,
Would've
just
been made.
put in the words, and that's what Google picked for him,
That's right.
based off of his search history, probably. But
maybe.
I don't know why
Like,
everyone's
was Max
shirtless
like,
when I
like it's
search
fine that they're
twink.
shirtless,
or
but do they
twunk.
have to be that sweaty? Like,
Real quick, I did want to say we've got Subtle heading out. He starts super early tomorrow, so good night to everyone, including Joe's interesting facial expressions. Good night, Subtle. I appreciate you being here. And then George had a comment when we were discussing food and the book, but he put the book and Thanksgiving both have some fillings in it. So,
That's funny.
I thought this was a family holiday.
I mean,
Apparently not until Thursday, because I hear like the night before Thanksgiving is like the biggest party night of the whole year.
Yeah.
So
Is
I
it
don't
really?
think you. Yeah. So
I've
I
heard that
didn't
from
realize
people
this.
before, yeah.
Yep. No, they party like really hard the night before Thanksgiving. Like it's even bigger than New
Whoa.
Year's. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
It's
Oh my God.
I believe in the last couple of years, the number one drinking holiday day, like for the United States. It's called like Black Wednesday.
Yep.
Similar to
Yeah.
Black Friday. Yeah.
Because
So
everyone is getting ready to potentially deal with their family that they haven't.
that's
dealt
what
with
I'm
the whole
saying. And
year.
then you
Yeah.
behave on Thursday. So you're so hungover, or you just keep drinking your way through Thursday. You don't have to deal with anyone's shit, and then you
Yeah.
just sleep
it's
all
called
day Friday.
pre-gaming for Black Friday.
It's been
Exactly.
around for a long time.
Yep.
I haven't had a drink since '92, and
Wow.
there have been Thanksgivings that I've had hangovers all the way through.
Yeah.
Oh my
The
God.
night before we had a guy. We used to have this event the night before. It was at this place called the Tumbleweed, and it outgrew that place, which held like 1,000 people. And I was working at a hotel at the time, and we had a banquet facility that handled 2,000. So my drunk buddy said, "Hey, why don't we try to get that here?" And then it was 2,000 drunken idiots. And I can remember one year in particular. Actually, I don't remember it, but holy fuck, was I just dead all Thanksgiving Day.
Oof. I mean, the trick is, if you don't want to deal with the hangover the next day, you just keep drinking when you wake up.
Yep, you start with mimosas, Bloody Marys, turn it into, then your afternoon beverage, and then your nightcap, and then you just sleep all weekend until Monday
Exactly.
morning.
Man,
nothing
nobody-
like a
nobody
3-day
better-
hangover.
Nobody better come looking for me on New Year's this year, because I haven't had a drop since. I was trying to like challenge myself. I told Chris, I'm gonna have Bloody Marys in the morning, mimosas in the afternoon, bourbon drinks in the evening. Like, let's go.
on New Year's, did you say you haven't been drinking all year?
All year, sober all year.
Wow.
She's gonna have mimosas and then be passed out.
Yes.
Yep, that's what I was going to say. Anything with
Oh.
champagne in it, and you're going to be asleep all day.
I think
I
I've
like
been
that
sober since
after-
Friday.
Yeah. I like that after not drinking for a year, that we're using mimosas in plural. Like,
Yes.
Break it. She's gonna break the seal with mimosas.
Bloody Marys first, because you gotta have breakfast. Then Bloody Marys for brunch. And then I'm an old fashioned girl, so I like bourbon. So probably
Very
that
nice.
for the evening.
Oh, I
maybe a
thought you
nice
were-
red.
I thought you said
Yeah.
you're old fashioned, that you were in the keg stands.
That's been a long time. That was prior to my back fracturing.
Beer bongs. Did you see Nadia?
Yep.
I'm not
I
young
do.
anymore.
I've got to call Sassy out because she was talking about her scale of drinking throughout the day, and she jumped right to nightcap. But you're an Italian woman, so the fact
Yes.
that you're skipping the table flipping before the nightcap, it's sus.
Sorry. Well, you want me to flip the table? Then who's going to clean it up? Me.
I mean, that's true.
That's
You
true.
don't think you could talk Cannoli into doing it? Like if you're that mad, Cannoli's not going to come clean the table for you or clean up the mess. No,
He'll leave
Okay,
it until I'm sober enough to get back down there and clean it up.
That's a real man. That's a real man.
You
You
wake
made
up.
the mess.
Yeah, you wake up at 3 p.m. on Friday, and he's like, "Hey, babe, there's a mess downstairs."
Well, I'd be flipping the table over at his parents' house because I cook everything and then I take it all over there on Thursday. So I'll make a scene over there, flip the table there, and then go home and leave it for them.
Hey,
love
but
it.
at least the spaghetti would stick to the wall.
That's true. That's true. Although I've made a rule, no Italian food at Thanksgiving. I'm sick of that shit. We eat that shit all year round. Hold the Italian food. We got it. I want all
surprised-
American.
I figure you would have like a nice lasagna or, you know.
Listen, lady. I love being
listening.
Italian and I love Italian food, but there's one day a year where you don't have to be a guinea. Pack that shit up, eat your turkey, but I will tell you, I think we're having like antipasta or something as an appetizer. So you never can truly get away from it. But it's just a lot of food, and we do tend to do that type of stuff like on Christmas instead. I'll make like lasagnas and stuff for Christmas, but on Thanksgiving, I do just enjoy the traditional food, to be honest.
I'm with you. I mean, it's not like I want to make hummus day of Thanksgiving and I make
Well,
it year round.
Well, that's the thing. I can make all this other stuff year round. I can make pasta whenever, but when do you just say, oh, let's make turkey and all the fixings? So I
Yeah.
kind of just make that a special day. But I do respect the culture and, wanting to have different variations of food. It's just too much though for us.
Drew, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Going over to
Oh, Drew
coming
died.
into town,
there he is.
and he and Amy are putting on a full spread: turkey, gravy, pork, corn, pecan pie, dressing, and of course all the wives and females are all doing wine and bourbon, and so we're gonna be drinking all day, watching football, and eating hearty.
Nice. Breen, what about you? What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
I think going over to my brother's. They usually have what's left of the family, whoever decides to show up, and same thing. Watch football and eat too much.
Yep.
Yeah, we're unfortunately for entertainment purposes, all of the drunk uncles have either sobered up or passed on. So there's not that built-in entertainment that some families have. So it's kind of dull, but
It depends. Do you have any Gen Zers that are going to be attending Thanksgiving? Because that might be the new entertainment.
what age group are Gen Z?
I don't know what age group is Gen Z. Joe, I feel like you would know this.
It's got to be like it's under 30 at this point, right? Like
Yeah.
they've
Well, yeah,
gotten
'cause
up
I'm a
there
millennial.
already, but yeah, no.
So wait.
I'm technically a millennial too.
My
but-
daughter's 15. So what is she considered?
Gen Z. Wouldn't
Gen
she be
Z.
Gen Z?
She's
She
either
might
Gen
be
Z
right
or-
on the edge of a
Right on the
Yeah.
edge.
yeah, whatever the
She
new.
might be but
I'm what they call
yeah,
an
that would
elder
be-
millennial.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Gen Z is
man.
11 to 26. That's
Yeah, there are a couple. I said I've got my nephew is like 24 now or 25. But he's not. But he's like 25, going on 60. I mean, he texted my dad the other day and said, "Yeah, I went to see Jonathan Richman, who he has no reason he should know who he is, and he's like he would have loved the Hitchcock movies that Joe has been to in the last week or so, and
So he's an old soul.
yeah, he is. He is now. I mean, he and my other niece that'll be there. Yeah, she's they're not typical Gen Zers. I mean, don't even have that. I mean, I'll get in a good movie conversation or sports conversation. They said this. My nephew is brilliant. I mean, he turned down a full ride to Alabama.
What?
So
Wow.
he got like a 33 on his
Wow.
SATs, and I had to, if I'd taken those, I'd have had to add 3 or 4 of mine together to get anywhere close to that. So yeah, it's as I said, it hopefully be fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have to pause for a second. The Alberto Magnifico himself is in the building. Hello, Aaron.
Hey, how is everybody?
We're doing well. How
We
are
were
you, sir?
doing great.
Well, you'll be glad to know I cannot stick around. It's been an absolutely crazy day, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to not pop in and say Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Happy day. Well,
Happy Thanksgiving.
Before you do bounce out, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
I have a couple of different invitations to go to a couple of different people's houses. So I may do my traditional thing of going to 3 different meals at 3 different times of day, and then spending the entire weekend wishing I were dead.
I mean, that sounds like an awesome Thanksgiving. If you ask me. I don't want to move.
Oh yeah, no, I mean typical weekend, but
Aaron, do you want to know what Max is doing for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, what are you doing for Thanksgiving, Max?
Well, MV Penis says I'm a bottom. And then Max said, good thing I'm a top at MV Penis. And then MV Penis says, don't remind me, Max. So apparently he was hiding out what his real plans are for tomorrow.
You know, it's weird, but picturing that, I am now less thankful than I was before I came on.
That's fair.
Oh, you missed the book discussion, so you're coming out ahead on this one.
Yeah, Aaron, you'll have to watch the playback of this because we were talking about a thrilling and exciting book that'll just get your blood flowing.
Oh yeah,
in multiple ways. Yeah,
I'm excited to watch the playback. How long are you guys? How long are you guys gonna go tonight? No, I'm not talking to you, Max.
I don't know. Look, tonight we're honestly winging it, so we'll just see.
All right, if I end up in a place where I can pop back on, you guys are still streaming. I will come back to disrupt the flow.
Awesome, come disrupt us. All right, brother. In case I don't see you, have a happy Thanksgiving. I'm glad you popped in. I appreciate it, and thank you for being the best co-host I could ever ask for.
when I'm here. And don't think I won't get you back for that comment show. I've put it in my ledger.
That's the ledger. Oh,
that's right. You didn't take the list.
That's better.
Has a book of grudges. Yeah.
All right, guys. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving, brother.
Josh, I gotta go too, honey. I just I have to get going, but I just wanted to stream with you. I've never gotten to be on a stream with you, so I'm glad I got to pop on.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff planned as we move into next year, and then we'll have to partner on some stuff and do some stuff. But it was a blast having you here. Thank you for hopping on. Tell Cannoli I said hello, and plug your stuff real quick. You've got some really great shows that you do. So
yeah, oh sure, thank you. So yeah, all I have coming up right now is I believe I'm going to do a stream on Sunday, Mrs. Sassy's Sunday stream. It won't be from my iPad sitting in my bedroom. I'm just hiding up here because the podcast studio is occupado because Cannoli's down there. I don't know what he's doing. So you can catch me every Sunday at 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And then
wait, what time is that Central Time?
11?
It's 1. I love you. Carry on.
You know what? You know I'm terrible at that. You had to put me on the spot, you bastard. Now you're not getting sausage and peps.
Oh no, I'll make it up. I'll make it up. I'll find a way to make it up.
I don't fucking know. Just subscribe to my channel, hit the notification, and that fucker will tell you when to pop on and watch my shit.
Yeah, she's definitely.
Hell yes. Hell yeah.
And that's what you'll get on Sundays. This is me sober too. If you want to see me drunk, catch me on a Friday night when I do Truly the Female Perspective. That's when I get really sassy after about 7 Trulies in.
It's brilliant because you watch her regular stuff and you're like, okay, she doesn't really have much of a filter. I love this. You watch her on a Friday night and it's like you get 3/4 the way through the stream and then it's like the Trulies hit and then sassy really comes out. So
yeah,
I may or may not have some clips.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my god, I didn't know what a black comedy was. Oh my god. Anyway, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. I'm a mess.
Tell me in our chat. Tell me in our chat. I need to know this.
I'll just find Josh. Will just send me the clip, and then you
Okay.
can watch it for yourself. It was embarrassing, but I was like 7 Trulies in, and I was not able to form sentences. So that's my defense.
I love it.
Anyway, it was a
Sassy.
pleasure meeting all you
Thank you.
and you guys have a happy Thanksgiving.
You
Same to
too.
you.
too.
Bye, you
Bye,
guys.
Sassy.
Take
Bye.
care.
Bye,
Bye.
Sassy.
See ya.
I love that woman. Yeah. Okay. I know you two kind of talked about this. Hey, Drew, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, sweet. I know you two kind of talked about this at the beginning, but you and Nadia went and saw Thanksgiving. Joe, have you seen Thanksgiving, the movie?
No, earlier today, or before I got on the stream, I went to a screening of the Clarence Brown silent film "The Eagle" from 1925, starring Rudolph Valentino, who was one of the biggest American actors in the first half of the 1920s.
The first half. I've been to.
He died in
Rudolph-
1926, Josh. Have some
I
respect.
know. I was about to say I've been to his grave. God, come on. He's at Hollywood Forever Cemetery. Actually,
Well, yeah.
Nadia, this is something you would like. Have you ever gone to Hollywood Forever? You live in. Am I allowed to say where you live?
Yeah, Vegas.
Okay. Do you ever make it to LA ever or no?
I used to live in LA.
Did you ever go to Hollywood Forever Cemetery for the films?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Anyway, it's a.
That's all.
I was just curious because it seems like it'd be right up here. So when they started, they show films at Hollywood Forever Cemetery, and the reason they do it was it started off that a new guy bought the cemetery and needed to kind of renovate it because it was kind of falling apart and dilapidated. So to earn money and raise money, he started showing films there of people that were buried there. But they started off having mostly kind of like a horror or suspense type slant, and then they just kind of went on to showing everything. But Thanksgiving, you guys went and saw Thanksgiving on a scale of 1 to 10. How accurate is it compared to what we're going to see this upcoming Thursday and Friday?
I'd say probably a 7. Let's say 7 to an 8.
If we were talking the early 2000s, late 90s, probably a 10. But
I'm being more
now
conservative, but yeah, I mean, because like we said, people have been trampled at Black Friday events,
Mhm.
so there is a lot of fact in what happens.
What else? I guess give us a pitch. Why should we? Isn't McDreamy in this movie?
yes,
Yes, he is.
which
Sexiest man alive.
I didn't know who he was. I was like, isn't he some doctor on a TV show? I turned to him
Yeah, Buy
because
Me
I don't
Love.
watch
Come
that
on, I know him
stuff.
from.
Yes, he's in it. It's great. It takes it back to early slasher films.
Wait, who's
you-
McDreamy? I don't know who that.
Patrick
Um,
Dempsey,
Yes.
Grey's Anatomy,
Okay.
Yeah. Shield.
Yeah.
You don't know who McDreamy is?
No.
Come on.
When that show was on, I was working like 17-hour shifts for like 20 years, so I missed a lot of TV.
If it makes you feel any better, I've actually never seen that show either. So,
Oh, good. Yes.
but I do know McDreamy because he had a house here in my hometown of 15,000 people. So
I would recommend seeing it if you like horror movies and you like slashers and you don't. I mean, it's pretty much, you could pretty much tell what the ending was going to be. Actually, my husband called out who the killer was within 5 minutes of the opening. I was like, okay,
I
Chris.
couldn't do it. There's so many people, there's so many characters in this. You don't know who it could be, and but yeah, I didn't have it figured out by the end of the film. So, yeah.
A lot of red herrings. A lot of red
Yes.
herrings in this movie. But it was great. It was great. You can turn your brain off if you like, again, if you like horror, some pretty cool kills in it. Most of my theater was laughing half the
Yeah.
time with it. So yeah, it's a good time.
how
Absolutely.
many people do you think are going to walk into that movie thinking it's a wholesome family Thanksgiving film?
I don't
way.
think I think the marketing's pretty accurate that it's a horror movie. I mean, the
I mean,
poster
do-
itself.
Okay,
no
the poster
way.
itself.
Yeah.
I was going to
You know
say,
what- You know what it's based off of, right? A Grindhouse a couple years back. They
yeah,
had
the
fake
trailer that was
trailers.
in the
Eli
Yeah,
Roth
now
was
you
asked to
always-
make one.
Yeah,
you
my
always
one
have those
critique
like
of the film-
grandma and grand. Oh, go ahead, Drew.
My one critique of the film is that I wish it was shot in that grindhouse look. I wish it was grainy and had that grindhouse look to it, because it really should be a grindhouse film. But I guess for the younger audience, when they see that stuff, they're like, "Oh, it's old. I don't want to see that." So they give it like the polished new age look, which
You mean
I'm
where
not
it
really
has
a
like
fan
the
of.
static pop when it does the scene transitions, like the sound for the audio?
For the old, if they did it old school, yeah.
Yeah, if they did it old school, yeah.
But I'm with Drew. They probably had to polish it up, just like the last Scream. The last Scream was very polished in its look and appeal, probably to the younger generations.
Fair. Max, you look concerned.
Yes. I was just looking up Thanksgiving, and I was looking at like the posters and previews and stuff. So
No leftovers behind or something is the
Yes,
tag.
no leftovers for anyone. Love it. Yeah,
No
but Cal, like I
leftovers
said, Cal and I, we were
behind.
laughing our butts off the entire time. All
I
the
can
kills are
imagine.
amazing. The jokes are amazing. The characters, you want them all to die horribly. It's great stuff.
There's no likable characters in this. There's
Oh,
no
I
like. You're
love
just
it.
like everybody's got to go.
Yeah, except for
I
Gina
like-
Gershon. I was, spoiler alert. Yeah, just she was the one I didn't want to see anything happen to.
And the
makes it more
reason
fun.
why the killer did everything was totally out of left field. But you know what? I just roll with it. And just go with it.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, when you go to see that kind of film, when they reveal stuff like that, you're just like, you know what? Okay, I'm already here for the spectacle, right? Like, it's fine. But
Well, the cool thing is they set it up for definitely a sequel. And my friend who still works in Hollywood, he just actually, the day it got released, was dropping off a script for an Easter horror movie and was told that if this does well, this will open up back. But there's always been horror movies based off holidays back in the early 70s and 80s. But he might actually get greenlit if Thanksgiving does well, because now they'll want to move into that, more holiday horror movies.
It'll be nice to have something in the rotation other than Critters 2.
Yeah. That was like the only real Easter horror scene, with that that bunny guy. And that still traumatized me to this day. Jeez.
well, look at Black Christmas. Black Christmas was like one of the original, like horror.
Same guy
films
who did the
really...
Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Bob Clark.
Black Christmas is fantastic. Christmas Evil is one of my absolute favorites. I haven't
seen that since a kid, but yes.
I've not
it's
seen
so
that.
good. I'm rewatching it this season, and the first Silent Night, Deadly Night is the best one, but the second one recaps so much of the first one. I still think if you haven't seen it, you got to see one. Just see the first one. The second one, it's worth watching the clips because garbage day and all that stuff is fun. But yeah.
Did you guys ever see Krampus, the most recent Krampus film?
Yeah.
I actually really liked it. I mean, it's not like,
it's another fun, turn your brain off, just kind of enjoy it. Yeah.
Like, the acting performances are good. I think the best part about it is the sound design. Like, as weird as that sounds, like just the chains and the weight of like how Krampus sounds. Like, gosh, so it's these movies can be a lot of fun, and there can be a lot of heart put into it and talent. So I'm glad to hear that Thanksgiving did well, though.
Yeah, you could tell Eli was having fun making it. You could tell he really wanted to make this, and it shows.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm with Nadia. I'm not the biggest Eli fan.
I'm not. I don't like
Hostel
or most of the stuff he's done.
Oh, Max, don't. Why? I hate that scene. I was gonna say, we're kind of talking about movies, and I know this kind of got brought up earlier as far as like traditions in terms of watching stuff. I don't necessarily have a tradition of watching something specific on Thanksgiving, but I do, like me personally, I view Thanksgiving as the kickoff of the holiday season, and I do have holiday season movies. But for me, every year I kind of kick off with watching the Harry Potter series between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
My guy.
I mean, my coffee cup right now is
Nadia, what are you again? What's your
my house?
Yeah.
Come on, Max. It's pretty obvious.
Hufflepuff?
No, that's Chris.
No, is that really Chris?
That's Chris.
What are you? You're a horror fan, so yeah, aren't you like Josh?
you a
Aren't you
Ravenclaw?
No,
Yeah,
No,
you're
I'm not a
Raven-
Ravenclaw.
she's
Oh,
Slytherin.
Slytherin.
Slytherin. Interesting. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Are there any other Potter fans? Do we have any other houses in here?
Well,
If there was a way
um,
to care less than caring less, I'd fall into that category.
I
It's
played
not
the
for everybody,
Hogwarts
it's
Legacy
okay.
game.
No,
was
it's
good.
fine. I don't care. It's just I missed the boat and I didn't try to get back. So.
I've never read any of the books. I've seen the movies a few times, but I played the Hogwarts Legacy game.
That is great.
It was a good game. I
Yeah.
don't think it has a lot of replayability, but the world was amazing. Like traveling around and stuff, and like seeing stuff. And but I got Ravenclaw in that, so pretty.
Oh,
There we go.
It fits me pretty well, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Also, Professor Garlic. I'll just leave it there.
I know what you're talking about. Max is
I-
definitely a Gryffindor, 100%.
yeah, I can see Max being a
Oh.
Gryffindor.
why do you say
Absolutely.
that?
Just your
'Cause you're-
personality.
Yeah, you got that like noble personality.
Stubborn.
Oh, well, thank
and
you.
in his
I like
stubborn-
that we
yeah.
all spend so much time telling Max who he is.
Exactly.
Yes.
You're a
Joe is
twunk,
definitely a
you're a
Slytherin.
Gryffindor.
Joe's definitely on my team on this one.
We're just getting them ready for a California relationship. That's
Yeah,
all.
that's right.
Yeah, that's true. It's funny. You know, I don't watch the Harry Potter films. I'm sorry to say, I think they're lame, but I do rewatch all the Lord of the Rings movies during Christmas time. So I think that's a good. That's kind of my thing. There we go. Yeah, now we're talking.
That's fair.
My husband likes to kick it off with Muppet Christmas Carol.
Oh,
That's
nice.
his favorite holiday movie.
Go, Joe. You about to say something?
No, well, I gotta do, I gotta do Peanuts. I gotta do Garfield. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Just the original short. None of this, like multiple movies. Like forget that. But no, I mean, a Muppet Christmas Carol's up there. But if I do that, I also have to do a Christmas Toy. And the special where they go to Fozzie's mom's house. That's a good Christmas special. I love Christmas specials. I always find other random ones, but I also try to have movies in rotation, like Miracle on 34th Street, It's a Wonderful Life, Christmas in Connecticut, stuff like that.
A Christmas Story.
Yeah,
That's my favorite Christmas movie.
Well,
that's fair.
Can we all say that we watch Jingle All the Way though? I mean, Arnie.
Yes!
Oh, yeah.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Who doesn't
Jingle All the Way.
love?
Not every year, but yeah.
Who doesn't love Tilbelman? Tilbelman.
Didn't
Yeah.
today Jim Carrey announce he's going to be in The Grinch 2? They're setting up for a second
Oh, they're
one.
making another one.
I don't think they really need another one.
I don't think
They didn't really need the first one.
They didn't really need a remake of The Karate Kid, but we're getting another one. So
Oh man, that was that first remake was really rough.
I find it interesting that he's wanting to do a second one because he's openly talked about how he doesn't need the money though.
That doesn't matter.
Who's writing this movie? Do we
There's
know?
no telling.
Is it the same people that did Cobra Kai?
I don't think so. If
Because
I
that
mean, if I was the
way.
same guy that did Cobra Kai, I would steer pretty clear from it. I don't know. They didn't say anything.
I mean, it is Jackie Chan though. So
Yeah.
I love
Jackie
Jackie
Chan's
Chan
pretty
films.
good.
That's what I grew up with mostly with my dad. He loved Jackie Chan action movies, and we would watch them all the time as a kid. Well, as a kid, but yeah.
Nice.
The interesting thing, because yeah, Joe, you're talking about money, and I say that too about Samuel Jackson, because I keep seeing him in these films that just do nothing, like Secret Invasion, the Marvels that just recently came out, and I just don't see them doing anything really that interesting with him. And I wonder if they're just paying him out the ass, right?
They-
Like what?
Oh
gotta
my
be.
god. Yeah.
They gotta
Well,
be.
he's also going to be Garfield's dad soon. Everyone get excited.
Oh,
Here's the thing,
okay.
in my opinion, about him, Samuel Jackson. If he can't cuss in a movie, it will suck. If he can cuss in it, it'll be great. He'll like, put out a good performance.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess so. But
Joe mentioned him being Garfield's dad, and I immediately thought of touch my lasagna, motherfucker.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
See, if he delivers it like that, it'll do well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we'll see. But it's interesting. Personally, I don't know who else made sure to watch the Garfield trailer the day it dropped, like I did. But I personally feel that they didn't quite nail the characterization of Garfield in this. So I'm a little I'm a little hesitant about this movie. I mean, I'm going to see it because it's Garfield, but I feel like they're missing some of the core of what makes Garfield Garfield. You know,
Isn't Chris Pratt voicing him again too?
he is. Yeah.
Do you think he's doing a good job, Joe, as the voice? Because I've always known him as kind of like a dour, more baritone, type of voice for Garfield.
Yeah, I wasn't thrilled with the voice, but it's not the worst part of it. Again, a lot of it's that characterization. Like I feel like, God, what's the guy, like the original voice? Lorenzo Music. You're not going to beat that,
right?
So it's tough. Like Bill Murray was like kind of close to it, like a Bill Murray type, but like Chris Pratt, like one of the worst things that happened to me before the shutdown in 2020 was the last movie I saw before I could go to movies for a little while in the theaters was Onward, which had Chris Pratt and
I liked that movie. I thought it was okay.
That's fine. I'm glad you like it.
That's fine. I'm a D&D nerd, so it kind of
No, I get it. I've been playing since I was a sophomore in high school, so I get it. We weren't allowed. We tried to start like a club in high school, but yeah, we were. They wouldn't want that kind of satanic
panic going on.
But
I never understood that. I mean, I was playing D&D since basic D&D when it came with the little orange plastic dice that were really bad, and just I didn't understand how people thought that it was. They're out there casting spells. I'm like, what game are these guys playing? It doesn't have. There's not even anything in there. It just, it's busybodies with too much time on their hands.
That said, though, sorry,
it's okay. Chris and I are actually starting a stream, D&D stream. We're actually going to be playing.
Oh yeah,
with
I
a
saw that
couple of different players. Yeah. We're getting it set up. Yeah, it should be fun.
I've never played, but I've always been interested in it. But I also understand it's like super time consuming, right?
It depends.
It can
Depends
be.
what you're
Okay.
doing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
If you're
I don't know. I
dungeon
might
master. It is.
Well, we all know.
I'm fairly new to it, but yet I like old school tendencies where I like to do it on paper, roll my dice. Where a lot of now they're trying to move it more towards digital format and having people roll digitally and stuff. I'm old school. I like to open my books, read my spells, all that kind of stuff.
Roll digitally? That sounds
where you click and it rolls your dice for you instead of you actually, I don't like that. I actually which is cool because the DM that we're working with is totally cool with us rolling in front of the camera, actual dice out and stuff.
What's funny is they just released like the new 10th edition for Warhammer not too long ago, and they put the whole rule book on the like Warhammer app, and everyone hates it. They're like, no, we're just going to use the book, right? And they still roll their dice and still use the actual book because in order to get to a specific like disembarkation, you have to go to the core rules and then the transport tab and this tab and this tab and this tab, and it just becomes like a nightmare. So
a lot of D&D books right now are on sale because Wizard of the Coast is trying to get rid of paper format. They want everything to be digital, probably more so because they want to change a lot of things. So we are able to pick up a ton of the books on sale for Amazon and stuff. So
it's twofold. It's cheaper than printing them out, and it gives them control to remove all
put
kinds
updates
of stuff out of there, right?
Yeah, drows aren't evil. All this bullshit. Yeah.
Well, yeah, Nadia, I hope that you guys ask for consent if you're in a raiding party. I mean, I think that is
Absolutely
just,
not. Sorry. You read the type of books I read. Absolutely not.
Well, no, who told me the other day? Someone was like, "Yeah, they're changing Dungeons and Dragons to be this kind of like if like you interact with a troll or a monster in the woods, you have to ask for consent before the troll attacks you because it could be traumatic." And I'm like, then what's the fun of playing the game?
Exactly.
I am all under the mindset of find a table that you fit in. Do not change the table to fit your needs.
Sure.
Like we just left a table that we were playing in person because we didn't vibe, we didn't fit, it didn't work out for us. That's cool. I don't believe in all of this like safety tools and stuff. Just find a table that fits your needs. That's it.
None of that stuff
Simple as
makes
that.
any sense to me. In the old days, you just sat around a table with the dice, and if you didn't like a rule, you just omitted it.
Yeah.
As a DM, you have so much leeway. You can make up stuff and be like, well, I want to make a half monster whatever class. And like, okay, I'll just make one up right here. And or you can find some book somewhere that has like off the cuff rules and you just use that. There's so many people that are like, well, Wizards of the Coast printed it. We got to follow these. No, you don't. You can do
No,
whatever
you don't.
want. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Nice.
I have to go.
Yeah, that's what I was about to pitch to. So I was going to say, speaking of rolling, Nadia's got to roll out.
Roll out.
You do have you have quite a few shows that you do. So I would love to have you kind of talk about your various shows that you and your husband do, your channel, and give yourself a little bit of a plug.
Yep, I'm player one of the Inside All Day podcast. So my husband and I, we have 3 shows on that channel. 1 where we review movies. 2, we do our own live stream called Clickbait, where we do like live reactions for videos. So you know that meme where you send your husband like 50 TikToks, but they don't read it. What we decided to do is kind of take that idea, save it, and then share it with each other for live action. And then I do Dames and Dorks twice a month as well, with a panel of lovely ladies talking about nerd culture and nerd stuff coming out. I'm also on the Salty Nerd live stream Tuesdays. And then I'll be on Zach's channel tomorrow too, as well. I don't know why. I know why. Because I liked Barbie and nobody else on the panel does. I think maybe Lofty did, but nobody else does. So thus
Barbie was great.
I really liked it. You could go into a whole discussion.
I watched it the other day. And I thought it was a much deeper movie than I thought it was going to be. There's a lot of layers to it. How about that?
And then I'm also interviewing on the Sledgehammer Horror podcast. They're going to be talking to me about my first horror movie that I watched, which was Child's Play, when I was definitely way too young to see it. And then we've got the D&D thing coming into 2024. So yeah, I'm kind of a little I'm also on Jacob Ironside's this Tuesday, to some Alfred Hitchcock movie we're going to be talking about that I have never seen. So this will be interesting.
Oh, which one?
I think it's something Shadow. Shadow of Doubt.
Okay.
You'll like it.
Okay. All right.
I love it.
But I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving. Thank you, Josh, for inviting me.
Thank you for coming.
Max?
I was really excited to have you pop on. We had a lot of first timers tonight, which is nice, and kind of I guess break the walls down, and hopefully we'll have people back for other stuff. And I'm wanting to do a video series once a month that's going to be like Halloween in January, Halloween in February. And I plan on tapping you to see if you want to come join, and Drew, because Drew also loves horror movies. So
yes, Drew, thank you for all your horror comic recommendations over the last couple of months. I have a TBR stack that is probably this big right now that I have to get through. I even bought more books for some reason. So
you're welcome.
Yes. Yep. So everybody have a great Thanksgiving. Again, thank you for having me on. It was nice meeting some of you. And then Max, you're okay. Yes. I'll talk to you later.
Nice meeting you.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. I love that this stream has turned into like, let's shit on Max stream.
Well, no,
I was pointing that out. I wasn't trying to contribute further. I contributed in the beginning. I got it out of the way and I moved on.
And then he's like, He got it out of the way, and then he pulled the ladder up from under him, and he was like, "Guys, why are you all
he's like,
making...
I'll just
yeah,
pull this
why are
ladder
you
up
guys
here.
making fun of Max all the time?"
How you like
I
it
love
down
it.
there, Max? Put some
Yeah.
lotion on the skin.
Lotion on the skin, or it gets the hose again. So I kind of, now that it's a smaller group, I want to really kind of run through some hard hitting holiday questions. If that's
I have one for you first, though.
okay, go ahead.
Did you switch us so that it'd be, people, avatars, people?
I did.
Okay, because I said, Eglantine does the same thing. I hope if I ever get that anal, someone just takes me out back and shoots me.
Well,
You heard it here first. Eric wishes that Josh would be dragged out in the back and shot.
He's not the first person to say that. I'll just
That's what I heard.
That's
That's what I heard.
Yeah,
I want to throw some Thanksgiving Day food questions down, and we're gonna start with: is it stuffing or is it dressing? And why is the other person wrong?
Is that even a question? It's stuffing. It's always stuffing.
It's dressing.
It's dressing.
Really, it's stuffing. You're stuffing it in the turkey.
You're taking it and you're going. It's your stuff.
Okay.
If you were dressing it on the turkey,
We don't
But
need
if you're
to
on
know
the
what
No,
you
it's
do
a platter.
after
It comes in a
your
platter.
meal,
It's
Max.
dressing on a platter. That's what it is.
the
Yeah.
reason why I had to do the hand motions and the noises is because that's the only way to imagine you stuffing a turkey.
So do you guys actually put it? I'm guessing Shield does. You actually, Max doesn't know because he doesn't cook. But do you actually cook the stuffing in the turkey?
Yes. So you mix it up and it goes in the turkey and it cooks in there.
Yeah.
Uh,
Negative. Why? No, you don't. Look, not only does that make the turkey dry because all the bread in there just absorbs the moisture, but you tend to not get the stuffing cooked very well.
you have to baste properly. It's all about the basting.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of attention. So
Mhm.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It's just different ways.
Yeah.
It might just be from the part of the country that I'm from, or how my great grandmother did it, or whatever.
Mhm.
But and also, even if they doesn't get cooked like that, that's the terminology that I grew up with using. If you said dressing, people be like, "What are you putting? Is it a salad? What are you doing?"
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
We gotta hold on. I gotta time out for a second because I have Zach's coming into the comments saying it's stuffing. Zach's, what do you know about Thanksgiving? You're Canadian.
Well, hold on a second. I refuse to let Josh divide us. Okay?
Yeah.
And I think we
Right.
should all stand together and tell him, no, we're not going to let these questions divide us and have us get into bigger arguments. We're stronger than that. We're gonna unite and be open to people and their ideas on what stuffing is.
We
Okay.
wouldn't have this problem if we'd just taken him out back and shot him.
All right, we've got round number 2: pecan pie or pumpkin pie.
I think pecan pie is a southern thing, and pumpkin pie is more of a northern thing. So I'm a pumpkin pie kind of guy.
We do pecan pie.
We just never had pecan pies available. I mean, like nobody in my family ever made them. Plus, pecan pies are a lot harder to make, I think.
Yes, they are.
I think
Then,
so, yep.
Yeah. So yeah, you just open a can and put it in a thing and pop it in the oven, and you're done.
Yeah.
I love it.
And you put some whipped cream on it, but yeah.
Yeah, whipped cream and a little nutmeg, maybe.
Yeah, but no, it's pumpkin pie here. Again, northeast pumpkin pie happens.
Yeah, Breen, Max.
Pumpkin.
Max looks like he's confused about having pie on Thanksgiving. So
I always have cake. I don't know what you guys are talking about. No, pumpkin pie seems to be pumpkin and apple seem to be the big things on the West Coast here. I'm not sure how it is anywhere else. To be honest, I don't even remember the last time I had. Now, do you say pecan or pecan?
pecan.
Pecan. Well, I don't really remember the last time I had pecan pie. So,
but can it be both?
No. Although Shield said pecan, so he's doing a little bit of both.
Pecan pie. And then what about sweet potato pie? That's a southern thing too. That is not
No
something
thanks.
that northerners.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
No thanks.
You know,
I didn't
so
even know it was a thing until I was like 15.
it is, but I found that okay, so it's definitely a thing down here, but I found it tends to be more of a thing with black families. But white people have sweet potato dishes, but it's more of a dish, not they
Yeah,
don't do
yeah,
a
yeah.
pie.
It's not a pie. It's we had sweet potatoes, and it
Yeah.
had the sugar glaze and molasses or whatever all over it. But
Yep.
it was I never saw the pie. The other thing is anything with rhubarb in it. I didn't know that was a thing either till I was like older.
I the only time I've heard anyone do anything with rhubarb, they're usually like 80 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if we were going to get in a good argument, shouldn't it be about rhubarb pie?
No,
Sure.
I'm same with that with mincemeat pie. No thanks.
I thought I was the only person.
Oh,
long
really?
enough
You
to
don't
get
like
that.
the meat pies?
No, it's disgusting.
Meat pie.
Even the Scottish meat pies, those are good.
No,
Those are so good.
no.
Zax is correcting me. Thanksgiving was October 9th, and he told me to catch the fuck up.
But
Damn.
Zax, we as Americans, we can't tolerate that level of maple syrup. So,
Maple syrup's pretty great though.
but not in the Canadian levels that you have to.
Yeah, take that poutine and get out of here. Yeah.
Yul Carter said, "Good show, all. Thank you, sir. I believe you're going to have your show now, correct? Is that
Yeah, no, his
Yep.
show should be starting shortly. Yeah, but
very nice? Well, thank
but
you
no.
for hopping
No,
in. Yul.
There's a lot of like Canadian creep, you know, in New York. These Tim Hortons are just, you know, we're getting more and more of them.
Are they're making their way across the border?
Yeah.
Well, you know, it seems about right. I've bought Tim Hortons coffee before, so I'm
It's
not gonna.
fine.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm
That
sad
should
that
be
they
the
don't.
slogan. Tim Hortons. It's fine.
It's fine.
Fine.
Yeah.
It's a very Canadian response. It's fine.
Yeah.
We all know what that means, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Shoot, I forgot. I was gonna. We're gonna kind of shift from food for a second. But what's gonna start the fight in y'all's house? Is it gonna be politics, or is it gonna be football, or something else?
Not
Something else.
somebody not eating the green bean casserole.
Mm.
How come nobody touched the green bean casserole? I worked so hard on it.
Are you cooking the green bean casserole?
No.
Oh,
Not
is
at
it
all.
bad? Is that why they don't eat it?
Yeah, it's like depends on how you make it. It's like a can of cream of mushroom soup slopped in with some green beans and then breadcrumbs on top. So
You do
That-
breadcrumbs on top?
yeah,
Okay.
really? What kind of green bean casserole have you been eating?
The one with the fried onions on top.
Oh, yeah. Okay, out of the can.
Well, I mean, if you want to be lazy, yeah, out of the little box thing, or you
Oh
can
well,
kind of-
hoity-toity, you want to be
Look,
lazy.
I say being lazy, but if you're already cooking multiple dishes, then it's a fast response or fast, quick, easy answer to it. We do. So I typically cook our green bean casserole, but we call it a white trash green bean casserole. Just being honest, but I hate cream of mushroom soup. I absolutely despise it. So I actually get mushrooms, and then I get onion, and then I get it's like a sour cream mix, and I kind of cook that to make it like a
That actually makes it sound good.
yeah.
Maybe
And
throw a little bit of bacon in there. Because
actually, I've never done that, but I'll try that. It is definitely not healthy for you, and you can tell you're getting clogged up. Your arteries are getting clogged, but it's so freaking good to eat. So
wait, Zax is saying Tim Hortons was bought by Burger King.
what?
That sounds right.
That's interesting.
We have to look that up now.
Do they serve Tim Hortons coffee at Burger King? I'm looking this up.
Now, as far as I know, not here.
I mean, they should. I feel like their coffee's not great. I don't think it shows what type of coffee they use. Huh. Interesting. What is a favorite dish that you guys have? Like, what food do you look forward to the most?
Probably the turkey skin. Honestly,
Do you like it crispy?
yeah, I like the crispy skin and probably pumpkin pie. Those are the two.
Nice.
All the rest of the stuff is just to fill you up.
Well, the way my mom cooks the turkey, as she has she's hosted Thanksgiving since I was born. She loves Thanksgiving. The turkey is always wrapped in bacon. So one of my favorite things is to eat some of the bacon off the turkey. It's really good.
That sounds
So,
good.
So you're talking like a full-size turkey with bacon over top.
Yeah.
Oh, that actually sounds really good.
That does.
Yes.
Because that's
So it's like you rip the
flavor.
bacon off, and it's like the bacon, and like you get like bacon and turkey skin, and it's like it's really.
What about you, Breen? What do you look forward to?
Well, to answer the first question, I said there won't be anything that'll start a fight at ours. I said there's no drunks, and everybody has the same politics except for my nephew, who did until he went to college. We'll just let it go at that. As far as like the dish, it's all really, really good. But probably the stuffing.
Nice.
Yeah, the dressing not so much, but stuffing.
Oh, shame. I was hoping you didn't say anything about dressing, because I was gonna be like, I agree, I do like the dressing a lot. Max, what are you going to be throwing? Like, what's going to be your Bubba moment at Thanksgiving? Like, what are you going to be throwing down on?
That.
Throwing down on. I go nuts for stuffing as well. And yeah, I've never actually heard it called dressing, which is funny.
Really? So
Yeah.
like, there is a technical difference. So stuffing is when you cook it in the turkey. Dressing is if you cook it outside of the turkey. But
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, no, I will mostly partake in the stuffing. What's funny is that my family we've gone a little unconventional, and we started like adding things. So like one year we put like mac and cheese in there. Another year we did like the little cocktail wieners, like stuff like that, where you just kind of add these little finger foods and more carbs. And so it's a lot of fun. So it's not like we have our traditional plates, and then we also have some of the other like fun, more hearty foods. And so yeah, I'll probably get down on some mac and cheese as well, hopefully.
So just to clarify, when you say add it in, you mean add it to the table, not add it into the stuffing.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Added to the table of options to choose from. Not
When you're like, we add stuff in like mac and cheese, I was like, that sounds fucking awful. But
you
boo boo.
You put the mac and cheese in the stuffing with the cocktail wieners, and it's just fantastic. No,
you fold in the cheese. Okay, what does that mean?
Ugh. Yeah,
does nobody get that reference?
No, sorry.
What the fuck? Okay, never mind. Joe, you
Sorry.
get that reference, right? Fold in the cheese.
Fold in the cheese.
Whatever. Let's keep going.
Joe's
sad
tired.
I'm sad and I don't feel thankful anymore. You all suck as friends. I'm with Max. We tend to rotate stuff out. So there are times that we've had mac and cheese on the table as well. Sometimes, my family, especially being in Texas, and we are the definition of trailer park trash in some ways. We don't do healthy options. So if I ever try to do a healthier option, it does not get touched.
I thought that was against the law in Texas.
I mean, it is. If you don't fry it, then why is it there? Or if it's not cream based, why is it there? But there's one year I made roasted carrots and parsnips, which I think is a great fall dish, and I love the tip. It's got great flavor. I was the only person that put it on my plate, and I was like,
I gotta ask you this though. I don't know if you guys talked about this while I was gone or not, but what do you think about replacing the turkey with chicken, or replacing the turkey with steak? Because I've been hearing more and more people saying like, I don't really like turkey, so this year we're just going to do chicken. Do you think that's kind of like, well,
we're doing that? We're having some turkey, and we're going to have some ham. We're going to have some pork. So yeah, just kind of changing it up, giving people options.
All right.
Yeah. We actually make our dressing with hens instead of turkey, like in the in the dressing, the stuffing. But it's more of a cost thing than anything. Like, but if you're not opposed to turkey, like if you don't like turkey, I understand not having turkey. But if you're like, oh, a turkey's too big, we don't need a turkey, just go buy turkey breast. Like,
or you can do a like 1 year. I did a Cornish hen, because it's still like a mini, it's a little chicken, but they're super small, so it's like a 1 person kind of thing.
we got Roman in the chat, shield wall, and then he says, "You got room." Yeah, if you want to hop in, let me know, or hop. I don't know if I tried to throw a message together, and I thought I added everyone this morning, but I was at work. I mean, I wasn't at work. I was totally working at work.
They're definitely not watching this. No.
Yeah, no, they don't.
I don't think they would have made it this far.
Oh no! I would have already had a notice that I was fired. Like
that's actually, that's yeah.
I love it. Yeah, no, Roman, if you want to hop in, just let me know, and then I'll make sure you get the link if you don't have the link. One of us will send you the link. So, Drew, did you answer what your favorite is? What would you like to go Bubba mode on at Thanksgiving?
Well, for me, typically, I mean, I'm a distance runner, so I'm usually running every week. But on Thanksgiving, I usually run anywhere between 4 to 10 miles. So I usually free up that space beforehand. So because I'm usually.
Listen, this fucker, we are not about to talk about working out on fucking Thanksgiving. Like, I don't know who the hell where is Kyle? Where's the good brother at? Someone, Max, get Kyle in here.
Kyle normally has all the bad takes, but when it comes to Thanksgiving, it sounds like he might have the better takes. I don't know.
Drew, did you say 4 to 6 miles?
4 to 10.
4 to 10.
4 to 10?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. That's that.
Because I love eating, and I love eating dark meat. So yeah, take that for what.
Do you now? Is that
I do
preference? So, are you saying we need to have more streams with you and Vex? Is that what you're trying to say?
That's up to you.
I love it.
I won't say no.
I won't say no. Vex is married, so we can't do that.
The three of them together or something else. Vex, Nadia, and Sassy they popped on, and it was like, oh, this is their stream now.
Oh yeah. I mean, Vex will make her presence known no matter where she is.
Yep.
And I remember the first stream. I think the first stream I ever did with her, I think she joined premature ejection one time, and we were all kind of nervous. And then she came in and held her own. So I was like, okay.
She's been on Circle of Jerks and is hilarious on there. So. She's
super sharp, super funny. And then she tends to join Sassy on their Sunday stream sometimes, and it works. And Sassy is one of the best at doing a solo stream that, I tried doing 2 with only Josh, and it is not easy.
It's tough,
but she makes it look easy, and I'm like, yeah, I hate you, go away. I'm kidding, I love you, but
at the same time,
yeah. So are you guys working this week? Is anyone off?
I'm still working.
Yeah. I'm off tomorrow, but I'll be cooking and cleaning. Or I'll say prepping and cleaning.
You do have a hard worker who's in the green room right now, though.
Yeah, I just saw him pop up in there.
I didn't want to.
Roman!
I'm left out here like the parsnips and carrots.
Yeah, listen.
I feel alone and sad.
We always give you shit about being old and not knowing how to run things. I left Sassy and Vex in the green room for 15 minutes at the very beginning.
Very good. Very
I
nice.
didn't even know that they popped up. So
I was waiting a little bit too. It's fine.
So what? So Joe was waiting. I'm waiting. We're all waiting for Josh.
That's right.
And for what?
to talk about
nobody knows
dressing. Come on.
Hey, Gianna.
Anytime someone either comes on the show or is watching the show in the comments, I'm like, suckers. So, Roman, how are you, sir?
I'm well. Thanks. Yeah. We were just watching episode 3 of Invincible. That's what my son and I were doing. And I'm scrolling through and I'm like, oh, dear God, Josh is on. Let me see if he's been on for like 17 hours now. Let me see if I can get in here. And you're still here. Poor Max has like finished his 40K painting. That's all done right now. And Shield Wall is now actually 4 years older than I knew him when this stream started. So it's exciting. It's exciting.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
I know you just jumped in, but someone said they can only do streams with people of a certain age and said they have to leave. So Max is bouncing, unfortunately. What an asshole!
I basically said,
I take this as a personal attack.
You should.
If Roman comes on the stream, I'm out. I'm sorry, but that's the deal that we have. So.
You know, this is the time that we're all supposed to be thankful, and Max is like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." Navy, oh no.
Well, Roman waited 2 hours to hang out with us. When
look, I know. I'm sorry. Look, I have responsibilities. I'm a man with responsibilities.
Yes, that's fair. That's fair.
And it's horrible, and
you're with your son. You're with your son.
Well, he doesn't even like me that much. That's the funny part of it. The sad joke. What do you want to watch the show for, Dad? You know, yeah, that's fine.
Well, we like you, Roman. We like you on here.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
But
yeah, Max, do you want to plug your stuff so we can, get to the good conversation with Roman?
Yes, yeah. So that you guys can let Roman talk. I will leave. But I am sorry I got to leave, Roman, because I'd love to catch up with you, brother. But thank you again for having me on tonight, man. This was super fun, and I just wanted to stop in and hang with you guys. And then all of a sudden, it's 2 hours later, and I was like, oh, well, I should probably get going. But it's always a pleasure to hang with y'all. And this is a fun idea, man. This is really cool. I like to have this kind of like round table of people that come through every now and then and talk about some fun stuff, even if it gets derailed. I think those are sometimes the best parts.
Listen, so I mentioned this before we started tonight's stream, but this was like a test run to see what sipping with McDizzy is going to be like, and I hope it gets derailed. Like that is absolutely the best. I encourage debauchery for those streams. So, I will say thank you for coming on. I'm going to get serious for a second, but thank you for being such a good friend. I'll just put it this way, and this is kind of collectively for everyone here. Went through a ton of life changes roughly a year ago, different job, left a relationship. My world completely kind of changed. And I feel like I was looking for a new family in a lot of ways, because mine sucks. No, I'm kidding. But this whole YouTube family and friends and stuff that we've created, I love just the interactions we have. I love the friendships that we have. I love the group chat that we have. It's good stuff. So, Max, thank you for being just such a wonderful friend, and I appreciate it.
Of course, man. And yeah, the other day it was funny because it's like I was on the paint stream. I was doing Warhammer with the girls, and I was like, I was thinking about it, and I'm saying, I really am thankful for the people that I've met on this YouTube thing, because it's not like, even though we're all so far away, like it's different than, I consider these students or like students that I work with or my coworkers, I consider them like coworkers and students. But the people that I do YouTube with, it's different. Like I legitimately and authentically consider them friends, right? And that's like something that you can't really say for a lot of other places. So I truly have appreciated your friendship as well, Josh. It's been incredible to have someone that resonates with me on a certain level, and it's been awesome to get to know you, brother. So I'm very thankful. And now Roman can take the stream and bring it down now that we're all being sentimental. Yeah. So, it was funny because on that stream, I was like, Josh is, you know what? Fuck it. I'll say it. Josh is a best friend of mine, because you don't want to, it's like dating, right? You don't want to be like, oh yeah. Like she's we're exclusive now.
I should have ghosted you for a few days just to.
Honestly, it probably would have been, because I would have been like, fuck, no, Max, don't.
I ruined it.
I had something nice and I ruined it. Damn it. So, but yeah, it's funny because you never want to be like, oh yeah, he's a cool dude. It's like, what the fuck, man? I thought we were friends. But then you don't want to be like, oh, he's my best friend. And then it's like, whoa, easy there, pal. Like, we're not that close. So you always got to watch your words.
Well, we know, if you're like, yeah, Josh is my friend, I'd be like, friend,
right? Yes,
just friend.
Those are
Wow.
fighting words.
Yeah, how dare
So,
you? No,
words mean things. So.
Absolute words mean things. And again, we're making Joe make funny faces.
Yeah,
So.
he's really uncomfortable right now.
Well, yeah,
I appreciate Joe's discomfort. I too have that discomfort.
I do have to say the level of sentimentality here is absolutely making me uncomfortable.
So what was the more uncomfortable conversation? The skull fucking or the sentimental? I love you, man.
The sentimentality was.
Yeah. I think that tracks. Yeah.
Yeah, Roman, you missed some stuff.
Sweet
Just
mother
to say.
of God. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll pop in. Now I'm in skull fucking, and Max and Josh are hugging remotely. It's exciting. For me.
He's like, it's like I'm back in the Navy.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have called it hugging, but sure. And
that was hugging. That was remote hugging.
Max, didn't you have to leave?
Yeah, I'm out of here.
Yeah, bye, Max.
Love you guys. Have a great
Have a good one,
Thanksgiving.
brother.
Take care.
Good night.
Bye.
See you, Big Green.
Yep.
So speaking of carpet bombing, Roman.
Yes.
Now that you're here, though, we can actually get to the point of the show that we were hoping to get to, and we have a fun little video that we're going to watch.
God. Oh no.
What?
No, I don't know what that's going to be. This isn't that one that they've been trying to force feed me on the interwebs for the last several months. Is it?
No, Nas hasn't been in the chat. So.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank God. All right.
But don't worry.
That's sketchy.
He sent me he sent me the link, so I've got it. So we're all good. So we're gonna watch that real quick to get your reaction. Let me just take you full screen. And ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna present to Roman 2 girls in 1 cup. I'm kidding. And Joe is even more confused because he doesn't know the backstory.
Oh, it's a sad, horrible inside joke, Joe, and I'm sorry. I'm actually sorry to be a part of it. Is the worst thing. I've not watched this thing yet. Nosferatu the Vampire and Flaccid Phoenix and many of our friends have been trying to send me a link to this video.
They try to,
which is not something.
Years old now, though. Like
it is, but they try to sneak it in because they're mods. Some of them are mods. They try to sneak it in there.
It's like, hey, Roman, watch this.
Like clanking after this. Like, come on, guys.
It's horrifying. It's horrifying.
Catch some good old vines later on.
So Roman, we have kind of already talked about this on the stream, but I want to hear from you. What do you typically look forward to the most about Thanksgiving, and what do you look forward to eating the most?
Oh, okay.
And this is a family show, so keep your answers PG. Okay.
It's me. I understand your fear. Okay, so no. What I look forward to most, which I'm actually not getting this year, which is a little bit weird, is getting my family together from all the parts of the country that they may be scattered in. And I love that. It's wonderful, but this year is kind of an anomaly. So it's like no one's coming in this year. So we're having this weird kind of off Thanksgiving. We're doing it on Friday this year for some reasons. So I'm actually like regular Thanksgiving. I'm going to throw a stream out there for all the other oddballs out there who are not doing anything. So, but that is the thing that I really like to do is get the family together and we all come together around the table. What do I enjoy eating most? This is going to be a sad answer to a actually not even that difficult question. I don't like turkey. I eat the turkey. I make the turkey. I make a wonderful turkey. I shove that motherfucker. I shove up its ass. I shove apples and jalapenos and onions so it permeates the entire turkey. And you rub that thing down in a Turkish bath, rubbing him down with oils and butter and salt and seasoning. And give it a make him moist, make it soft, make it tender.
Okay.
And
Do
then
you do it on the skin or do you go under the skin?
no, I go on the skin with the seasoning, but what I do is I make slits in the skin like Hannibal Lecter, and I shove cubes of butter under the skin so that it can soak into the meat while it's cooking.
There you
So,
go.
it's a technique, but I still don't like turkey. It's fine. I eat it. I eat it for days afterwards. I eat it. You know what I like? I like the mashed potatoes.
Yeah,
I'm like it's the stupid Irish half of my family. I like mashed potatoes. It's a real basic dish. It's like the simplest thing. You skin them, you mash them, you pour butter and garlic and salt and pepper in there, and a boatload of milk. So you make it so it's not the chunks. I like the smoother ones. People like chunks. I like smooth ones. And you just with that freaking medieval torture device designed to flatten the testicles of your enemies. That's what you use to smash those potatoes down. And then that's it. That's the thing I like the most. We have all these other things that pop up. We have pies, we have stuffings, and yams. Yams always show up. Yams, they're like the retarded cousin that shows up at the table. You're nice to them. You tell them they're good. But everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Wait. So what are you doing wrong? What are you doing wrong with the yams?
No, I don't make the yams. No. Let's make no mistake. I don't make yams. The yams come. The yams come.
He said they just show up.
They
from
bring
somewhere.
the yams. Yeah. And they're like, oh fuck, the yams are here again. Tell them they're nice. Tell them they're doing a good job. You eat them, and you're like, okay, thank you, yams, for coming this year.
So you get the really small portion serving of it to have on your plate.
Well, you do the obligatory. I had the yam.
Yeah, and then my plate's full. I'll go back and get more. I'll get more.
You know what you don't let in the door. You don't let in the door is the pedo uncle, which is the green bean casserole. You don't let him in.
See,
if he shows up, you tell him to get the fuck out. No, sir, you are not welcome at this table. That's the green bean casserole.
So you don't like green bean casserole?
Oh no, I love it. No, I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it.
I love green bean. Hi there, little boy. I love green bean casserole.
No, it's like the Auschwitz of the dishes. It's terrible. Don't bring it. Do not bring it.
Oh no. I never mind. I'm not gonna finish that statement. So I'm not gonna say that I bring the green bean. I cook most of the
No,
food,
you don't do that. You don't do that to your family. You do not bring the green bean casserole.
Well, I cook most of the food. So I've got the turkey.
I cook 90% myself. But
Yeah.
then there's like I said, the other dishes that show up, friends bring them. You know what the nice dish is? The one that you're so happy. It's like your Aunt Florence who brings all the candy in her purse that's sticky and covered in hair, but you still love it. That is the macaroni and cheese. That's the one that's like, oh gosh, yes, because I don't make macaroni and cheese. I don't cook it. I don't unbox it. That's not like one of my dishes. I have many things that I cook. Mac and cheese is just not one of them. So when someone else brings it and it's really good, that is a delight. It's the offset to the green bean casserole. It's like the kryptonite, it's like Superman and kryptonite. It's like they're mortal enemies, but they're at the same table. So, what are you going to do?
Except that Max mentioned the macaroni and cheese earlier. And look, I know you said that your mashed potatoes answer was boring, but if I go to a Thanksgiving dinner and there's not mashed potatoes there, I'm going to freaking riot.
Whoa. Yeah, you got to shut that shit down. It's not a Thanksgiving. It's some kind of terrorist event. It's clearly they haven't studied our culture. You can't have them here. You got to, and I get it, even if it's not fantastic mashed potatoes, because again, people have different versions of it that they go through. They do, basic bitch. It came out of a box that said Mr. fucking Spuds on it.
Roman's calling ice on people for not having mashed potatoes at their Thanksgiving. I can't believe it.
Hello. Yeah, I got this guy. I don't know what his bread. No mashed potatoes. No, that's right. Yes, yeah. He's over. Yeah, he's like 4 blocks away. Yeah,
he obviously is
get him
here.
Out. Get him out.
He's here under ill intent. Yeah, because he has no mashed potatoes.
The shame.
But But what about cranberry sauce? You know, I never understood that. Even as a kid, I was like, "What is
Yeah,
this?"
we
All
haven't
right, all
talked
right.
cranberry sauce.
What was that, Josh?
I said
What-
we
what-
have not talked cranberry sauce.
Oh.
And that's a divisive thing.
There are three versions of this, as far as I'm concerned. And I don't know anything. I'm only like 2017 years old. Just dismay that. Don't worry about that. So you got your jellied, which you squeeze out of the can.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
it
Where
looks,
it keeps the
yeah,
can.
it looks like
yeah,
the can.
keeps
Yeah,
can
it
straight.
looks like
Yep.
the slime we used to get when we were kids. Remember that freaking slime stuff? That's what the jellied version of that looks like. Then you have the whole berry, which is not just like the slime, except for chunks. Comes out, chunks, still berry. Then there is the homemade version of this, where you get the berries, you shave some orange peel into it, dump some sugar into it, churn it through a sausage type grater, that makes, churn it. There may have been better ways to say this, but you know what I mean. And then it makes a delightful cranberry. It's called a cranberry relish. I don't like the word relish. It bothers me. I don't know why. But with the orange peel, the cranberries, and the sugar, it's delightful. So that's the one I recommend if you have the ability to make it. If you don't, get the one with the chunks in it. Don't get just the can shape.
So I'm one of those people that I refuse to have cranberry sauce while having Thanksgiving dinner. However, when I've got leftovers, one of my favorite things to make is a turkey sandwich with cranberry
The
sauce.
sandwich. Yeah,
Yeah.
my Mrs. of the Empire, what does she call that? A gooey Lewis? Where it's the cranberry sauce. I don't ask me why. This is her culture. They're freaking Irish. I can't explain them. It's the turkey cranberry sauce, potato, some other shit. I don't know. I don't eat the thing. And then they bake it in foil, a gravy, and they bake it in foil, and it all soaks in over like a half hour, and it makes it. She really enjoys the sandwich, but it's not my world. It's not
So
my world.
I kind of split those two. So for lunch, I'll just have it's like just a normal sandwich. Get some turkey. I'm a mayonnaise guy, so I'll throw a little mayonnaise on there. Get the cranberry.
Whoa! You have just disenfranchised all of Thanksgiving.
Well, this is just like a look.
What would that Indian fellow, Sasquatch or whatever his name was? What would he say when he
Cannoli?
brought the
He was in the chat early. We can ask Cannoli what he would say about it.
I forget the Indian's name. The one at the first Thanksgiving.
What was the first thing? What was his name?
There was.
Listen, I've been out of school. Look, I think I'm the youngest one here, and I've been out of school way too long.
Fish, maybe some trout.
Some trout.
Probably.
I got it in there. Actually, the sad thing is I actually have the name.
Halibut.
Puss in Boots. Oh, Squanto, the freaking Indian. Yeah, feather, not dot. So, first Thanksgiving, Squanto's there. He's bringing the corn, the maize, as they called it. And then Josh shows up with his fucking, hey, I brought this fucking mayonnaise. Squanto's like, what's wrong with you? Who are you that you've desecrated these wonderful eggs to make this flesh colored syrup that you pour onto your meat? What is this disgusting sauce? Squanto's crying, the tears coming down his cheek like the fucking Indian in the garbage commercial.
From the 70s.
Same thing.
Environmental commercial. Yeah, I remember that.
That guy was Italian too, by the way. Anyway,
I know.
It's 11:30.
Yes.
Yeah, Joe.
I'm gonna head out. Enjoy.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say thank you for coming by. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Is there anything you want to plug?
Sheena number 4 went to the printer, so you can get Sheena in a few weeks. Issues 1 through 3 are out now. I've been editing that book, and I'm working on editing the 5th and final installment of this miniseries. And my YA graphic novel, King Arthur: The Knights of Justice, is out in March, and you can pre-order that. So there's
Pre-order that, and you have other graphic novels and trades that are out.
Yeah, I mean, if you just type Joe Corallo in Amazon, or a bunch of my stuff will pop up. But um, you can get The Neverending Party through Dark Horse, Dahlia in the Dark and Beck Star through Mad Cave, or She Said Destroy through Vault, and you can read the first issue through Vault digitally for free of She Said Destroy as well. So
nice. Well, thank you again for coming on. I appreciate it. Happy Thanksgiving.
thank you.
And for those of you that loved the Batman stream that Breen, Joe, and I did, we are working on planning some other stuff. And I think we've discussed potentially doing a Hulk book. And
we need to do Hulk, Incredible Hulk 261 when he fights Absorbing Man on Easter Island. It's a great issue.
There we go. So I think
it's the only thing Joe needs to complete himself is a retrospective of this issue.
There we go.
I've been wanting to do it for a while. It's a good, and it's got a Frank Miller cover. Who doesn't love Frank Miller?
Who doesn't love Frank Miller? Well, if you loved that stream, because some of you were like more classic comics, more Breen, more Joe, we're figuring things out to have stuff come back on a regular basis. I'll put it that way.
Yes.
And we're gonna call it Spinner Rack. So yeah. Thank you, sir. Have a good night and happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. You too. You all as well.
See you, Joe. Good one.
See you, man.
Bye, Joe.
Yeah.
Crazy he gets to work with Steven D'Souza on Sheena. I can't believe that. Steven D'Souza, screenwriter Steven D'Souza, owns the rights to Sheena. He's working with them. That's wild.
It is wild.
It is crazy who you can like meet on streams like this. Just
Absolutely. Yeah, Joe's got a pretty solid comic career that I would say is understated. And
to me, I believe his crowning achievement was editing Born of Blood for Merc Publishing. But hey, that's just me.
Who wrote Born of Blood, Drew?
That's a good question. I think it's that guy Dolan that wrote that.
Yeah, some guy named Dolan. I think you're right. 1 second, and we're gonna talk on comics, but I've got to come back to Roman since he dissed my sandwich and just say, for lunch, I tend to make a cold turkey sandwich. I won't mention the thing that I slap on there,
it's
but
cold.
Hold on, I've got
Josh. Is there no end to your abhorrence with this?
Listen,
God, man.
This is a lunch sandwich. I've got a different sandwich that's warm, though. That's what I'm saying. I kind of separate. Your wife does one thing. I break it up into two.
All right.
So like lunch the next day, I do a cold sandwich on just some standard white bread because I'm a whitey. Throw on the cranberry, throw on some provolone cheese, call it a day. It's quick, it's easy. Now, for leftovers with a warm sandwich, I get sourdough. I do an open face sandwich. So sourdough, I'll get the turkey, I'll get the mashed potatoes, get the gravy, and I cook it like your wife does. Let it all kind of just absorb up in there. That shit is the bomb. And if you want to be extra unhealthy, butter your sourdough. But
butter the bottom.
Yeah.
We have an air fryer. That air fryer is magic. It's like instead of 15 minutes, it's like a minute. You throw that thing in there, it's like. And it's beautiful. Your provolone's melted all over the top of your shit. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Does anybody else family have deviled eggs for Thanksgiving?
Every year.
Yeah. We have the one aunt who makes them, who specializes in them, and we all depend upon her.
Normally, the answer to that is yes. I don't eat them for reasons. It's one of my food phobias. I have many. Oh, thank you, son. Here, son. Sorry, my son Jacob of the Empire just brought me whiskey because it's important to have a son that brings you whiskey.
Indeed.
Yeah. So in our normal Thanksgiving, we have one of our matriarchs who does the eggs. But like I said, this year is not normal, and we're not getting the standard the group this year. My daughter's over in Europe. They're stuck in one of the other Eastern. Well, everything's Eastern to us because I'm in stupid California states. They're not able to make it out this year. My kids up in Los Angeles aren't making it down because of work stuff. It's like, well, fuck. And I bought this big freaking bird because I thought I was going to have more people. So I have like this giant throat, this carcass that is defrosting in my refrigerator, like the thing, and it's just slowly melting in there so they can come out and take over the house. And we're going to be eating that thing. Here's the thing, and I don't know. That's a good question. What is your limit on leftovers after Thanksgiving? What is your day limit? How many days after Thanksgiving before you go? You're taking over the house. You're becoming your own life form. When do you kick it out?
I mean, like 3, I think. Is
A week.
That's mine. Mine
I
is
gotta
3.
say a week.
Wow. Are you talking about if you put them in the freezer, or are you talking fridge?
No, 5
Oh
days.
no, I don't freeze. I get 3 days. Anything in the refrigerator after day 3. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday is adios muchachos. It's all gone.
Are you talking turkey meat, Drew, or just all of it?
Just all of it, because I'm always snacking all that stuff. My mom knows. She gives me all the leftovers because she knows I'm always, because I run all the time, so I'm always eating. So she knows I'm always snacking on this stuff all the way, like for a whole week. I'm snacking on everything. So yeah, after a week or so, that's when I'm done.
I'm with Drew. That's
a week.
I go 5 days.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, it's too much. It's too much.
What do you mean?
No.
What do you mean it's too much?
Oh, no. After a certain amount of time, the turkey starts tasting like tuna. And that's
that's what the cranberry sauce is for after a while. Yeah, the cranberry sauce to the white meat, and it gives that flavor.
You're just covering up the sins. You're covering the sins.
If you let it go too long before, you wind up with like haggis.
Roman, you don't eat.
That is correct. I am the one who would not eat the green eggs and ham. I am. I
Fair.
have a lot of food phobias. I have a ton of food phobias. They're terrible.
Yeah, I have to go back to a comment that you made, Roman, because you made a second ago when we were talking about the air fryer. You mentioned butter the bottom, and I know this is your first time on my channel, which is my fault, so I have to take ownership for it.
Is it, Josh? But it's a sex thing. I apologize. It was not intentional.
Come on to a gay man stream and say butter the bottom.
I didn't think about it. I didn't consider it. Now
I mean,
I'm
Zach,
mildly aroused. I can't even say I'm not. It's a little exciting.
We do have Beard of Liberty here, and he did say nothing can compare to some good old Olive Garden with Roman. We will never live up to the standard. So I think you need to fill us in.
Okay, so JT Gunn, who I love, he's a nice guy, has decided that he is combining me with some kind of strange Olive Garden campaign. We met in Vegas earlier this year for the big Nerdrotic meetup. Here's the thing. Olive Garden is the McDonald's of Italian food. It's not good. You go there if you're in a rush and you want something. Those breadsticks, sure, they look delightful. But they're not. And literally everything at Olive Garden is coming out of some peeled package that some freaking mook is pushing in an oven like it's, like the Swanson's dinner from 1970. He's pushing it in there. He's heating it up, and that's your dinner at Olive Garden. So I hate Olive Garden. That's the joke with Olive Garden is that it's not real food. It's heated up giant TV dinners that they give to patrons with better setting.
That's fair. I'll agree with that. I'm not the biggest Olive Garden
That's
fan.
all it is. That's all it is.
Not this is gonna. Look. I'm a little I
You know
thought
what it is, Josh? It's the rape of the culture. That's what it is. It's the rape of the culture, as Polly Walnuts would say.
I love it. This might fall into your yams kind of territory, but Jacob Iron says one of my favorite dishes. You cook, peel, slice sweet potatoes, and layer them in a cooking dish.
It's not as similar. It's because with the yams, you know what the yams have on top of them is a marshmallow layer it is caramelized and melting in. It's exactly the same. Like I said, you like your retarded cousin. You love them. You give them hugs. You tell them they're nice. You tell them their drawing looks like a squirrel when it looks like a fucking line with a squiggly shit out of it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It's the weirdo at the table, and it's fine. It's fine.
For sure. I'm going to kind of segue and change subjects real quick because I'm probably only going to go for like another 15 to 20 minutes. But all of us here kind of have a soft spot for comics. So, what? Roman, do you have a soft spot for? I can't tell. I can't tell by your background. Do you like comic book?
What do you mean, Josh? What are you saying?
Before I get into this, one of my favorite moments ever with Roman was we were on a stream talking about Secret Invasion. Lord, I apologize. And Roman decided to have a full-on Marge Simpson conniption and hits his microphone, his mic's falling, his camera's moving, his backdrop, which is actually a green screen, but of a real wall.
It is.
It falls.
That's actually back there, though, yeah.
And then Nomi goes, hey, Roman, I can see your garage and your car. And I'm like, what? Yeah. And then I realized.
I think the quote was, Roman, your van is showing.
Oh, Roman, your van is showing. That's it. Yeah, and then I was disappointed and saddened that he had a green screen up, and that wasn't actually his.
I do. So, and I've explained this before, though. I actually have this thing. Everything that is behind me is in this garage. The problem is my proximity can't be what it used to be because I've set a permanent studio up. The permanent studio is on one side of the garage. That giant wall of action figures is on the other side of the garage. So it just can't marry up because we use the garage to park our vehicle in.
Yeah, so you have a van in between.
Yeah, Mrs. of the Empire is very tolerant of my habits, and I'm allowed to have a studio and the action figure wall. But between those things, the van has to go from time to time. So it's like, all right, fine. So I'll set up this green screen, and it's a good. I mean, like I said, literally all the stuff this thing over here. That's all new. I just set that up about a week ago. My Rogues Gallery, and then I've got some different Marvel and DC stuff, and I'm starting a new Marvel thing down on that third shelf. And below that, I've got these great Exo, Picard from First Contact, and Locutus. The 12-inch figures, which are just extraordinary.
Can you point to your Jane Foster figure?
Jane Foster is. And did I hear right? You said
I would, but it would be under my ass, under a pile of food.
Listen,
so that's where Jane Foster would be.
This isn't that kind of stream. We've already said it's family friendly. Okay, I'm sorry.
I have blown that so many times.
When did we become family friendly tonight?
Apparently, when I joined is when it became family friendly.
Yeah. You definitely missed the part previously with Vex.
Vex. They were talking about a book.
I love Vex. Vex is one of my favorite people. She's a hoot.
We're gonna send you book recommendations. So, we'll just need to make sure you read them and get back to us.
All right.
Okay, yeah. All right. They're harmless. They're family friendly.
I'm sure they are. Are they better than the video recommendations from Nosferatu the Vampire?
I haven't read these books yet, so TBD.
All right. Okay. Fair enough.
So I'm gonna segue, like I said, real quick to comics. And hey, Roman, are you familiar with Drew at all? Have you ever seen him?
I'm not, and I apologize.
Wow.
I'm getting some opportunity right now to be on because Miss of the Empire is asleep. She's not feeling well. So I'm normally I'd be spending time with her in the living room right now, but she's not feeling well, so she's crashed out for the evening. So I have some time. That's why I'm able to be here.
She pulled a "not tonight, honey, I have a headache."
No, she said, "I'm gonna fucking kill you if you don't shut the fuck up and shut the door to the." I'm like, "Oh, all right, okay."
You're like, and moving on. I think this is. I got to bring it back in, but I'm gonna try to pull a video in.
In the dark streets of Chicago, a mysterious.
So I will start off by saying Drew is a writer, and he's written on. He's got a book called Born of Blood that he did through Merck Publishing. We had Aaron Sparrow and Joe Corrallo.
I love editing. Aaron. Yep, I know Aaron. So
yeah, and he's got a new book that's actually got a Kickstarter out right now that they are working on. Someone's private chatting. Who's private chatting? Oh, okay, Shield. Be right back. Cool. I don't know what I did. Oh shit. Okay, there we go. Hi, welcome back. Welcome back to the show. I'm a professional. If anyone watches this, they're gonna be like, "Holy shit! Are Josh and Roman related?" They stream very similar. No, Drew's got a new book out, and it's called Unholy Nightmare. So I'm gonna let Drew give a quick rundown, real quick, of Unholy Nightmare, and then we're gonna play a little trailer. So
yeah, so Unholy Nightmare, if it's 90s Image Comics superhero action and art mixed with 1980s horror. So heroes becoming monsters to take down evil monsters. That's my quick elevator pitch on it.
Sweet. Let's play this real quick. Go full screen.
In the dark streets of Chicago, a mysterious masked hero fights against the forces of evil. He is the Recluse, and has a secret ally, a cop who goes undercover in the criminal underworld. Together, they face a deadly new threat, a drug that turns humans into monstrous creatures. As they try to stop the drug trade, they discover a hidden realm of horrors that will test their courage and loyalty. Will they survive
the Unholy Nightmare?
From the creators of the hit comic book series Born of Blood, R. Elio Mazara and Dolan Wadding, comes a new action-packed adventure that will take you to the edge of your seat. Enter a world where superheroes and monsters collide, and nothing is what it seems. Don't miss Unholy Nightmare, the comic book event of the year.
Man, that looks great. Something bad happened.
Don't worry. As he said, he's a professional.
I need a young priest and an old priest. I don't know what that was. Dolan, that looks fantastic.
Thanks, man. Yeah, we've been working hard on it. Aurelio and I just we want to really, because we love comics, we love superheroes, we love horror. We just and we know how crappy a lot of modern day comics are. We just want to create a comic that anyone who is completely just that just doesn't care, doesn't like current comics, this is the cure all. This is what you want.
So where is that Kickstarter, Dolan?
It's on Kickstarter. Just type in Unholy Nightmare. We're at we just crossed. We're just under $6,000. We met our goal at 5. Okay. We're just under 6, and we've got another week to go. So
you're just I every time I get to be on with someone who's doing one of these things, I support what they do. I got to support Polly, Latino Slants book, and Jason Sanborn's book. I got to support that as well. So yeah, I'm willing to throw money your way easily. So I love the independent creators. I'd like to be able to do more of this stuff myself. My life is fairly limited just by circumstance. So whenever I get a chance to get out there and support the other guys, it's like it's very exciting. So yeah. So Josh, you're gonna have to throw me the information because I'm old and I just need to click on something like an infant and go, oh, here's where my money goes. So that's what I'm gonna need from you.
That is perfectly fine. I actually have a link for the Kickstarter in the description, so you guys can find it there. There's also a link for Frank Zanka's book, Lords of LA #2, also in the description.
And Josh, I sent you a link. I sent you an exclusive, a Pop by Culture exclusive. Ooh. You can send you an image that you can be able to show.
Let me try to pull it up. Okay, sweet. Cover. Okay.
Yeah.
So look, I'll pitch my own channel for a second. We did the launch party on Pop by Culture for Unholy Nightmare. And really good video. Has Drew, has Aurelio, has a couple other people that were involved with the book that hopped on and kind of discussed what inspired them, kind of what their influences were. Really good stuff. So if you have time, go check that out. You'll see it's Unholy Nightmare launch party. Worth it. But Drew, kind of give us a rundown while I pull this together.
rundown of the cover, or just
no, well, just give us more info on the book and kind of where your inspirations came from and how Aurelio.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this all started from Aurelio. He had all these different characters he designed, and I was working on 4 different projects back in March, and I was just like, this is great. I don't know what you want me to do with them. These are great. And he was trying to convince me to write this project, and I was telling him, man, I'm busy. I'm really busy right now. I don't know if I can. But the more we started talking about the project and fleshing out the characters, the backstories, where we wanted the story to go, the villains, and I just said, damn it, we got a story here. I got to write this now. And so I told him, all right, let's do this. And before we knew it, had the first issue done. Joe Corallo looked it over. Aaron Sparrows looked it over. They approve. Aaron Sparrow is now the ongoing editor for Unholy Nightmare, so which is awesome. And because we've got the whole first arc is planned out, and it's going to be 6 issues. But we got this. We've already worked on the overall theme for the second arc, who the villain's going to be, and we got an idea for the third arc. But it's going to be exciting, and it starts small, but it just builds up to a real, truly unholy nightmare. And it's just no one's going to see it coming.
Question: will this ever get to stores like Born of Blood did?
Here's the thing, Brain. I've contacted my buddy Eli Stone. We've contacted stores, so many stores, to see if they would love to carry it, love to pick this up, love to back it. So many have not even responded. So many have given the, I don't know if I can make that decision. And it's ridiculous.
I don't sound like that.
Some of them. But it's effectively maybe. But the thing is, there are talks with stuff that may happen next year. I can't say yet. I can't say, but there are talks for some things for next year. But as far as getting the stuff into stores, I'm just telling people to tell their store to back it, and it'll be in the store.
Well, I mean, I'm not real versed on this. Like I said, our store had Born of Blood.
Yeah.
Did that go through Diamond or something, or
that went through Lunar? Sean and Jamie, they had established Merc Publishing with Miss Meow and Death Rage, and then Born of Blood. And I guess Lunar really loved the titles, and Lunar decided to pick it up.
Okay, but I guess this one's not on that.
Nope. This is totally independent. This is This is just Aurelio and I. So yeah, and we're doing what we can to get the word out about it. And I've spent so much money on ads on Facebook and learned that didn't work. And YouTube has a bit, TikTok kind of, sort of, not really. But it's difficult when you're out there by yourself. It's just you and the artist, and it's rough. The hustle is real.
I don't know if you've ever considered this, but threatening people sometimes works. Like if you're like, hey, what are you doing this Thanksgiving? I'm probably going to go eat with my family, probably eat too much. And then you can just be like, hey, what are you doing this Thanksgiving? I do have the cover here. So we've got, this is the new cover by Aurelio, correct?
That's correct. He just literally finished it, I think, 30 minutes ago. This is the inks. This is going to be our Black Friday exclusive cover we're dropping. And it's being colored right now. This is Jenny, the she-wolf. She is one of the main characters in the story. And we just decided, let's do a real sexy cover. And here, this is what we got.
Well, nothing turns Roman on more than a she-wolf. So. But
that's great. That looks great.
Yeah, I've said this multiple times on my stream, but I've gotten to hear Drew kind of talk about this from just the brainstorming of it to it coming to fruition to actually seeing pages and seeing scripts, and it's just a fun freaking book, and it's a nice change of pace. And I know people like Breen love the current Hot Girl run, but
But I think if you like Hot Girl, you'll love Unholy Nightmare. So
I don't know if you want to say that.
No, I don't. No.
I thought maybe that the Hot Girl book was the inspiration for the title.
Unholy Nightmare, absolutely. Roman or Shield, are y'all familiar at all with the current Hot Girl book?
Here's the thing, Josh. I know everything that comes out of modern comics is shit that I don't like, so I'm not even really monitoring that much anymore. I just kind of dropped off as far as things that I'm actively like, oh, that could look good, because the problem is nothing looks good anymore. So they've lost me as a modern customer, which is unfortunate, but is a reality. So no, I'm not. I have no idea what's going on with Hot Girl, but I assume it's some crap that has. She's, it's gender fluid and probably not from Themyscira anymore.
Can
She's
I
from,
explain
I
it in one sentence?
Yeah, go.
Josh would be the straightest character in the book.
It sells itself.
And you know
that's not hyperbole. That's not hyperbole. That's true.
No,
that wouldn't be a problem if it wasn't old characters that were now this way all of a sudden out of nowhere, kind of thing. I don't know if that's what the book is like, but that's the trend.
And the writers
that's
don't have any
DC
life
now, though.
experience
That is
either.
DC,
right? Yeah,
and that's a problem.
DC has done everything to screw up every character they can. Marvel's not far behind. Thank God their movie making division is making really good decisions and keeping those characters alive.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right, Breen. The whole not having life experience.
I mean, I always look forward to opening a superhero comic and having a fat pink-haired bitch with a shirt that says "Dyke, Dyke, Dyke, Dyke."
Oh my God! Why would you not?
Well,
that?
Some people have to write what they know.
Be still.
And other people can do like research. You obviously you can write a book on Napoleon and never have like met Napoleon, but you've gone to the battlefields and gone to places he lived, and those kinds of things. That's how you get those experiences. And I get not everybody can do that, but nowadays with the internet, you can literally like take a video tour or something of it to kind of get those ideas. But what I think is interesting about like what Drew's doing is that you have a lot of talented people out there that now have access to be able to do these things that before you would have had to go with hat in hand to a big corporation to even think about doing it, or win the lottery, one of the two.
Well, whoever it was, I think it might have been Richard, that said they're not hiring writers anymore; they're casting them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and that's a problem, because that means that somebody at DC had the brilliant idea that we want Hawk Girl to become a nasty, hateful lesbian or trans, whatever they was. So we're going to find somebody that can deliver that. So they go find the real life equivalent of that. It goes back to Gabby Rivera with America. Now, Gabby Rivera is a national treasure, and I'll hear nothing to the contrary. But what she spawned, it's like the old search engines. By the time you get to page 5, it's nothing like the first page was. That's nobody can be as great as Gabby, so it just gets worse because the product gets diluted, and now we're stuck with just Dia Axelrod's Hawk Girls.
And that's the thing is, I kind of understand why they wouldn't take an already established character and do that, because that's really the only way that you can make something like that popular, or attempt to. In their mind, they're like, "Well, we'll just do this, and it'll be, up to date and for a modern age. And this thing needed to change because this character was bad in the past, or whatever." And to my personal opinion is, if you want to do that, make a whole new character, write a whole new series of stuff, and then insert those characters. But they either don't have the talent, the will for it, or the time, I guess. I don't know. And they don't think it's going to make any money, because they, it's obvious.
Anytime you have to adapt a character for the modern age, you're destroying the character. That's what you're doing.
And this one's worse because
go ahead.
This writer had, you said go out and make your own. She did. It's this trans character called Galaxy.
The prettiest
and she wanted to write a Galaxy story, and they let her ruin Hawk Girl to do it. And that's
right.
it. But DC can't suck enough at this point.
You're
But
right.
she has
Yeah,
a
DC is a black hole.
It's Toast Orbs.
Imploding on itself.
Wait. Drew, did you just say totes adorbs?
No cap. He sure
Jesus
did.
God.
Yeah, it's a bad book. And
Orb.
in case you didn't know, Galaxy is definitely a self-insert character. Because Jadzia, she may not have always been a she.
No, I'm pretty sure we know she has.
Oh,
Yeah, but Roman may not have known. However,
this ain't
if
the
you
girl with the bat references, is she?
But see,
No.
this is the modern thing, is where
You know the one I'm talking about. You know the
the
one I'm talking
writers-
about.
Mags, yeah.
the writers and everybody is trying to tie themselves into the books, or people are like, when I was a kid and I picked up a comic, I didn't even know who the writer was. I didn't know who the
No.
artist was. I was like, hey, this
No,
is
you didn't.
cool.
You didn't. It wasn't.
Yeah,
right.
it wasn't a thing, and it wasn't like plastered everywhere, and it wasn't like this is going to save lives and all this kind of stuff. It was just they put out a good story. They put out a
Entertain.
Right. It was
Entertain.
entertaining.
Yeah, exactly.
If it had a message, it was subtle, and they used storytelling to get their point across instead of just beating you over the head with a shovel with it. And
Yeah, my goal with Unholy Nightmare is I want people to be blown away by the story and by the art. I want people to be so blown away by with the paneling, the art that Aurelio has done. They're gonna be so enamored with it. They're gonna want to reread it and keep rereading it until issue 2 comes out next year. They're just gonna be like, holy crap, comics can actually do this, but no one does it anymore.
Cool.
Yeah. I again, and I'm not saying this just to toot my own horn with my channel, but that first stream we did, I felt like gave so much information about where Aurelio was coming from, how you two approached it, what inspired it, the specific characters, how you kind of pulled elements that you liked of current comic. Well, I don't want to say current, but existing comic book characters to form, this pretty awesome amalgam of characters. It was just really good information, because hearing him discuss Spawn and what his take on Batman would be and how he thinks Batman should be, and then kind of pulling that also with the Spider-Man aspect to create Recluse. Like, just hearing the two of you discuss the details in that way, like, it just kind of solidifies, like, yes, this is what I want. So I loved the stream because of that, and I loved kind of getting to hear y'all deep dive into how you approached the art and the story and the characters. And for me, I think it's always fascinating to get the behind the scenes info. So
yeah, and I firmly believe you don't dump everything out in the first issue. You don't do it, and that's one thing that aggravates me as a reader when the writer puts in the kitchen sink in the first issue. It's like, no, don't do that. You're going to overwhelm the reader, and they're going to tune out. So, like, the first issue of this, you get a certain number of characters. You're going to get a little bit of you're going to get a little bit of the backstory, not everything, just what I want you to know when I want you to know it. And you're going to be given a bit of like who the villain is, a little tease, and what this current threat is, or this low level threat is leading to the bigger threat. Just giving you just what you need to know with issue 1.
Yeah.
And then getting more in issue 2, just gradually building up.
Yeah,
you're right. Nowadays, the first issue is like oversharing on a date.
Yeah,
and then you get ghosted.
I love that analogy. It's great.
And then no more.
I love it. That was a good analogy. Oversharing on a date. And you're like, yep. And it's crazy because you either get the oversharing on the first date, or you get this whole like, what happened in this comic? Absolutely nothing. They spent 9 pages just sitting and eating.
Yeah, it's like I want people to come away when they read issue 1. It's like, holy crap! I want to know, what is Recluse's backstory? What was he like when he was younger? Did Ginny always know she was a werewolf? Who is this? This scientist who's created this drug? And why is this guy, this mystery villain? We have redacted the name, but why is he? How is he involved in this? How long has he been around? I want there to be so many questions people are asking about the world, which we're going to answer. That they're going to want to come back for issue 2.
And that's the key, though, is you have to answer it. You can't do like these modern movies where they put a thread in the movie, like a plot line, and then they don't go anywhere with it.
Yeah,
it just
exactly.
dies off, and you're like, this doesn't make any sense.
Wait,
exactly.
Are we talking about
Aurelio and I? We've already answered a lot of these questions. We know the answers to these questions, so they're going to be answered.
Shield, are we talking about Secret Invasion again? Is that what we're doing?
Like
Are we-
anything.
Yeah,
That,
no, I know. I'm joking.
like what's Balin's motivation in Ahsoka?
Oh yeah.
Or why
Oh,
did he say
God,
this one
yeah.
thing, or what? And I mean, because that's the thing that I've recently watched. It's off the top of my head, but if they put out these little like breadcrumbs in stories and whatever, and it piques your interest, like, okay, I want to see where this is going, and it just never goes anywhere. It just dead ends, like they forgot about it. And so yeah, I think if you're doing those kinds of things, Drew, like having a plan all the way out, what the story's going to be, at least in a basic outline from start to finish, and you're not writing it as you go per book, you know what I mean? And then you're like, okay, well, wouldn't it be cool if they did this? And that's how you get into that whole thing. Plus, it's just you writing it, right? You don't have a room of 25 progressive college students helping you out.
No, if only, right? But it's me and it's Aaron Sparrow, which is great. And
oh wow,
yeah, there you go. That's what you need. You need 2-3 people tops, maybe bounce a few ideas off of somebody, but that should be it. And then you got the final say, and there you go. And that's your vision. And if it doesn't work out, then it didn't work out. But it didn't work out because you had 25 people putting their hand in there.
Exactly. I just love how it's a finite number of people who are kind of have their hands in this, which is fantastic. And I just love the fact how the people I've shared this with, for everyone on the panel here, and as well as other creators, people, some I can't mention yet, but they love what they see. They're blown away by the art and the story. They want to know more. They keep asking me, and then what happens? And what happens after that? What happens after that? I'm like, oh shit, should I really share? I don't. Should I? I don't know. This is wild. I guess they want to know what happens. This is great. But what we want to do with the story, I told you what we want to do is that we're going to have we're going to tell the bit by bit. We're going to release more and more of what I want you guys to know. But at the back of each story, we're going to have like 10 to 12 page, like kind of origin stories for each of the characters that we're going to reveal more and more throughout the series. Like we're going to have one for the recluse, one for Jenny, one for another character. I can't say his name. Another one for the Golem. Yes, we're going to have a Golem in the story. And for another character as well, just really exploring where they came from and how they got to where they're at, just so you can build this emotional attachment to them.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned this on our stream, and I kind of referred it to what Rob Williams did with his Suicide Squad run, and I thought it worked really well. Lofty, what's up, brother? How are you?
Hey, what's going on? Didn't realize I was brought on. Hi.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, hey, I brought you on. You went and saw, was it Napoleon that you went and
I saw Napoleon. Yeah, I did. I saw that today. Theater.
Oh, what'd you think?
On IMAX. I loved it. I thought it was great.
I'm hearing it's funnier than people were expecting.
It's weird. It's sort of a comedy. It's a dark comedy.
Interesting. Yeah, I might go see it this week. So I'm kind of waiting to I was waiting to hear some feedback from people that I knew. So
I think it's a great theater movie just because the battles and the scope and the fact that Ridley Scott is still alive making movies. It's like, why not go to the theater? I felt the same way about Flower Moon. I mean, I don't really know too many people that saw that in theaters, but I
saw that.
Drew saw it. Yeah. Drew, you liked it, right?
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, just it was an interesting. And honestly, in my opinion, I really feel like they could have made it an hour shorter, but they could have done it as like a mystery thriller. I think, like, because when you watch it, all the females are being killed off one by one by one by one. It's like that's a great suspense mystery thriller. It's like who's going to be next? Who's going to kill me next? Who's going to kill me next? But who's going to do it? And it's crazy how a lot of that's actually happened. It's wild.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's more about the depraved evil than it is about the mystery, though. It's like coming to terms with reality. That's what his kind of thesis was. It wasn't really he wasn't trying. I feel like he thought maybe telling a mystery or some sort of like crime thriller would have been sort of juvenile compared to what this version was. I think
because this was actual true story. He wanted to really come across what actually happened and how a lot of these acts were.
Yeah, basically. But Napoleon was just different.
Yeah, I have to ask. I heard that most of the people have an English accent and that Napoleon has an American accent.
Yeah. And the Russian guy speaks in perfect English and with a slight accent.
Oh,
the czar.
God.
But it's sort of poetic. The whole movie is sort of poetic. It doesn't. The people that are talking about the historical inaccuracies haven't seen the movie, so they don't know. But it's like after watching it, it makes complete sense. Like it's a character. It's a sort of a psychological character study, and it's sort of a lot of it is more symbolic than anything, and it doesn't necessarily ever try to be realistic. I mean, it does do things that happened, obviously, like, you know, crowning himself emperor, all this stuff. But it's not a history. It's more like a satire almost, you know.
That's
hard
weird.
to describe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think
how was Joaquin Phoenix? How was his performance?
Amazing. He's always great. He's amazing. Another great performance from Joaquin and what's her name? Vanessa Kirby was incredible.
Good God.
Yeah, I've heard Vanessa Kirby.
What are you doing, man?
I love that I was like, hey, we're going to wrap up in a few minutes. And like all these people are coming in, I'm like, bring it. Come on.
I can't stay too long because I just got Oppenheimer today on 4K and my brother hasn't seen it.
Oh, are you watching that tonight?
Yeah.
Aren't you East Coast?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know.
Wow.
I stay up till like 5 anyway.
Jesus. No, there's no way. I'm way too. I can't.
Yeah.
What's up, Zax? How are you, sir?
I'm good. I just decided to pop on here for a minute, and you guys were like still going. I was like, I can maybe make it. And I fucking made it. God damn it!
Did you
Happy Thanksgiving?
Did you pull a Roman? You waited for your wife to go pass out, and then you're like, fuck yeah, thank God.
It's true. I did actually. We watched first episode of A Murder at the End of the World.
Okay.
Not bad so far. Clive Owen TV series. Yeah.
I've heard decent. Lofty, have you watched that?
Which one?
A Murder at the End of the World.
No.
I've heard some solid feedback on it, so it's on my list of things to watch. That's way too freaking long. But
yeah, it's like the first episode's like an hour and 10 minutes. I think there's only 2 episodes out right now. I think they're doing an FX weekly release schedule, so I'm intrigued so far. Good acting, like great cast actually. So too many white people, but it's okay.
Well, saying if there's
you need a Pedro Pascal in there.
White people.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, clearly.
That was a callback to 3 hours ago. So.
So since you gents just joined, Lofty, Zax, what are your? Oh well, Zax, you've already had Thanksgiving. Sorry, since you Canadians.
Sorry.
What's the plan with you two?
Just local, like just family dinner, football. For Thanksgiving, right? Is that what you asked?
Yeah. Just like a early dinner, football, turkey, gravy. Good caramelized what are they called? Carrots.
Okay.
And Roman was cringing. He thought you were about to say yams or sweet potatoes.
Yams. I thought he was going yams.
No, my mom makes this really delicious carrot and onion sort of stew, but it's like it just goes on the tomato on the carrot and like caramelized onions, and then some sort of just delicious. It goes on perfect with the potatoes, mashed potatoes. But
nice.
That's what I like.
I accept this.
Zax, before I find out what you did instead of what you're gonna do, Shield and Roman have to bounce. So I wanted to say good night to you, gents. No, I mean, look, we understand that your wife.
I was happy I got this in, quite frankly.
I am as well. But I understand your wife woke up. She's standing in the doorway, staring at you with the knife right now, mouthing.
If you don't get that stream soon, I'm gonna stab you through the throat. Yeah, that's.
I know that feeling.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I do want to say, you two, real quick, if you want to plug the shows that you have, go ahead. Because Roman, I know you've got a stream on Thursday.
Yeah, we're doing 4 Pacific Standard. We're going to do a couple hours of just Thanksgiving. I'm not doing Thanksgiving that day. I'm off that day. I'm doing Thanksgiving the next day. So I get to hang out with everybody else who doesn't have anybody else to hang out with. And we'll have a bunch of people on and talk about weird stuff and not fucking yams or any of that stuff. But it's a good time to come, just hang out, chat, share stories, drinks, and all the business. That's what that's going to be about. So please hang out with us.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
well, now you did it. You said don't talk about yams, so you know yams are going to be on the topics.
Fucking yams, I know.
I know, but yeah, hey, thanks for having me on, Josh.
Thank you.
And sorry, I got to go. It's not because Zach's got here to tell us how bad we are for Thanksgiving. Is already done last month.
Yeah, cool.
but yeah, thanks for having me on. And I wish you all the best with your book, Drew.
Thank you.
And it was nice being on here with Eric Breen.
I gotcha.
Yeah, a lot of I can just tell by just listening to him talk, he's got a lot of information and wisdom locked in there.
Yeah, dude is
Yeah,
like an
tons.
encyclopedia. Him and Joe together, when they start talking about the history of comics, it's
Exactly, because they've lived it. So, which is great. Kind of like Roman. If you ever want to know about the fall of Rome, he was there. And yeah, sorry, Lofty. I wish I could stay longer, but I can't. But to just hear your thoughts on the Napoleon movie.
Yeah.
And everything. Oh, hey, you liked the Barbie movie, right?
Pretty much. It's like a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I can see that. I watched it the other day, and I can see where you're coming from on that.
Yeah.
One. It was a little more than I thought it was going to be. I'll just say
there's more depth there than I've been at what it could have been.
Exactly.
Like if Amy Schumer did it or something, it might have been shitty, like really bad.
Right.
But
right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But anyway, yeah. Also, I'm going to be on Roman's thing on Thursday, so
cool.
Well,
sounds good.
We'll be hanging out there. But yeah, have a good one, and
good to see you.
See everybody later. Yep.
Absolutely. Later, brother. Thank you for
Later.
coming in, and happy Thanksgiving.
Good night, Joel.
Yep.
And thank you, Zach, for dropping links because I suck at doing that shit.
I'm on my computer, so I can actually do it on my phone. I'm shitty at it. I'm a shitty mod when I'm on my phone. So.
That's okay. I'm shitty in general, so it's just like, oh yeah, hey, they have links. You should go check it out.
Never.
So what is this whole Canadian Thanksgiving like? Let's educate the people.
Well, the history of it is kind of unknown to me. We don't really talk about that much. It's your holiday. We just stole it and we do it earlier because it gets cold here quickly. So it's October 9th this year. It's the second Monday of October, and we do all the same stuff you guys do, except there's no football on. Well, there's a regular football on a Sunday, but yeah, we just take a day off, and we don't. You guys do it big. You do it way better than we do, obviously, Josh. You guys travel for it. It's a big deal in the States. It's not a big deal here. It's just like an excuse to eat a lot of food and so not a lot of like traveling home. I've heard it in the States. It's like almost more than Christmas for travel. I don't know if that's true or not, but I've heard that.
I will say back when we would get the whole family together, it was always for Thanksgiving, not for Christmas. But I think that kind of comes into play if you've got kids and, Santa comes and Christmas, like it gets rough trying to get people together. But Thanksgiving, like we would get the whole family together. Now, do y'all fight in your front yards for Thanksgiving like we do here?
No, it's Canada, so we're very polite.
Oh yeah.
We don't fight. We don't talk politics. Because not much politics to talk about unless it's yours. Yours is way more interesting than ours. We can be liberal or we can be more liberal or slightly less liberal, but either way, it's kind of the same government.
Gotcha. Do you take advantage of the holiday to flip someone off and then apologize?
I would, I guess.
I mean, you should make it a tradition. I'm trying to help spice up your Thanksgiving.
I'm going to be the Canadian who doesn't apologize. That's going to be my new gimmick. So,
okay, for sure.
Thinking about it. It could work. Yeah, I'm jealous of you guys with that. The whole family stuff at Thanksgiving. We do it mostly at Christmas here because we have Boxing Day as a holiday too, which is the day after Christmas. So it's easier for people to get together. You guys do the whole Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday Thanksgiving deal where you guys go shopping on the Friday. But For us, it's more of a Christmas thing.
Yeah, our Black Friday is like welcome to Thunderdome. You know,
I used to do Black Friday shopping like when it was kind of a thing, and you go to the mall and everything, you go all over the place. But then it became very like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like corporate or like just very like zombie.
Well, you know what part of it is too. I like back in the day, so I'll say pre like 2007, 2008 when we had the recession, you didn't have constant promos running in store all year long. So your good deals landed on Black Friday. That's why you went out shopping and you like made a whole day of it. And you kind of strategized like, we're going to go hit Walmart and like Best Buy first to get the electronics. Then we'll go hit the clothing stores and, you know, all that jazz.
Yeah.
But then when, you know, our economy went to the shitter and you were getting 25 to 60% off on the regular, you lost the allure of Black Friday. So now they try to make it a thing, but it's really not a thing anymore.
Yeah, but it's great in the big cities now because you don't have to pay for any of it.
That's true. That's true. If you're of a certain melanin and you go in, you can have discounts all year long.
No one will stop you. It's wild.
Yeah, no, Lofty knows all about this.
I love it. I know all about it. I know all about it.
He participates regularly.
Yeah. I be getting that LED 70-inch TV every day of the week. I got 25 of them at this point.
Oh my God. I'm selling them on the black market.
I don't even know what to do with them anymore. I got this 95-inch LCD CBC television. Nice. What do I do with it?
I believe it's 2S LCD CBC. Get it right. That's a jab at Zax's fearless leader over in Canada.
Oh, no. Yeah. I don't know about fearless, but or leader. He's really neither, but he's in charge right now, technically. So
nice.
But his wife dumped him, so there's that.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's right. You
Bring
know,
that up when I can.
He should have dressed up a few more times, and you know,
he made blackface cool again.
Yeah, dark his dark elf costume. We'll just put it that way.
Dark elf, yeah, exactly. Yep. I don't know. It's Canada's boring. You guys are more fun.
Look, you know, what we'll do is we'll invite you down for one of our Thanksgivings, and we'll let you come. We'll make sure it's a good Thanksgiving family that you go to that's got, you know, the opposing political views at the dinner table, the Gen Z going against the boomers, and let you just get the full excitement.
I have that. Luckily, we don't do the big family gatherings because that would be a disaster. I have a doctor in the family, and that person is not, well, that doesn't say much, but basically that person is very, what's the word? Sort of elitist, and they think they know everything because they're a doctor.
Okay.
And it extends to like every part of politics, not just like medical stuff. But yeah. So then, yeah, it's strange.
So are you trying to say he's based?
Well, they're very woke.
I love how you're trying to be PC and answering this. So I'm like, let it go, Lofty.
No, they're very woke, and now the new thing is like, got to get involved in the school board. Blah, gotta help, you know, be inclusive. Blah, it's like it's so annoying. It's so annoying.
Agreed.
So I don't have an American Thanksgiving story, but I do have. My wife is Portuguese, and her family. Most of her family are in the Boston area. So we were down there, not for Thanksgiving, but I think every night there is Thanksgiving in a Portuguese household, because they're constant yelling in a different language, food all day long. And they have two kitchens. One in the basement, which is the real kitchen, and then like a show kitchen on the main floor. So it's all about food, all about shouting, foreign languages. And it was an experience staying with them for 2 weeks.
I can imagine. And Portuguese is one of those languages too that sounds angry as it is, and then when they're yelling on top of it, you're like, "What the fuck are they saying?" And
they layer.
Yeah,
like they don't talk to each other; they talk over each other the whole time.
I've had some Portuguese employees in the past, and gotten to experience their family, and I was like, "All right." Feeling
It's an experience for sure. Good food. Yeah.
Oh no, the food is definitely good. I will throw down with some good Portuguese. So my old employees were Portuguese and Peruvian, so I don't know where those foods cross, but it was bomb food. So
Nice. Well, it's all good, really. Everywhere but England. England sucks at food.
Yeah, I
Did you
lived
say
there for 2
England?
years. Yeah. No thanks.
There you go.
Say England sucks.
At
Yeah,
food.
I go. I mean, honestly, the Indian food. That's where I had my first time I had authentic Indian food in England, and it was amazing. And actual English food, fuck no, it's terrible.
Yeah, Zach knows all about the Indian crowd. He's got a huge Indian fan base.
Do
You do that like to pop in quite frequently.
and demand me to review whatever movie over and over and over again, all caps.
Review this.
Watch this. Make the poll. Watch Gaydar. They want me to watch a movie called Gaydar really badly. I don't know what that says.
I might look it up, and should we do like a cherry pop stream of watching Gaydar?
Sure. Why
Of
not?
course.
Why not? It's apparently a classic. I don't know.
Lofty, have you watched this Gaydar film?
I don't even know what that's supposed
I don't
to
either.
be. What is it?
It's apparently a film called Gay. It's an Indian film, right? Called
Yeah.
Gaydar.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
It's spelled radar, but with a G. There's no extra Y in there or H or anything. There's a Gaydar too.
I mean, it hasn't been on my Gaydar, so maybe I should. Maybe I need to start sucking on some cucumbers again. Figure out. I gotta update my Gaydar.
Why are you keeping it vegetarian? I mean, like if you're gonna...
Well, I don't want to, good movies to go, unnoticed. So
That's fair.
I gotta know the gay movies exist. So I guess I gotta go talk to gay people and be gag for
fair. Hey, while I got you here, Vex was we were kind of discussing you earlier because Vex brought you up at one point, and what were we saying that we mentioned Lofty? She mentioned something about Lofty, and now I can't remember what it was.
Was it Napoleon related? No,
maybe. What are y'all discussing on your stream tomorrow night, Zach?
We are discussing the top 2 movies of the last 2 years. So Avatar 2 and Barbie.
Okay, yeah, and I think she was saying that I think you were one of the ones, Lofty, that liked them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
true.
Yeah, and I think Nadia is going to be there to be a defender of them with you. So
yep, with Barbie, she's defending Barbie. Yeah,
but then they started talking about their spicy book club that they have, and I think we should all kind of join in on that. But she wasn't sure if you like spicy books.
I don't read smut, if that's what she's asking.
That's pretty much what she's asking. So, yeah.
I don't really do that. I don't do that.
No, not at all. None.
I mean, if you consider, what can I consider to be like that?
I mean,
no, I'm more into. I mean, I'll read some spicy manga occasionally, but that's
okay.
It's not really. I mean, that's just how it is sometimes.
I mean, yeah, with manga, absolutely. What about if they transfer the books to film? So, like, were you a 50 Shades of Grey kind of guy?
No, never watched it. Never watched it. I refuse to watch it.
I will say that I did watch it. I saw it in theater opening weekend because I used to have like a group of guys that we'd all go see a movie every Saturday. And when I went to go see it, because we
group
saw
of guys, go on.
Yeah, well, I was the only gay guy, so it was me and 3 other straight guys. But every Saturday morning, we'd go see a movie, and we went to go see 50 Shades of Grey opening weekend Saturday at 10 a.m. And we had Rebel Wilson sitting right in front of us, having a running commentary throughout the entire movie, which was priceless.
Nice.
So, but yeah, no, you should potentially look into joining their spicy book club. They might do streams on it, and I think you might have a good opinion on. I just want to hear your opinion.
I mean, I don't think I'll ever watch 50 Shades of Grey. It's just like I've seen Twilight, because I was forced to at I worked at Blockbuster, and it was playing on the screens like 10 times a day.
Okay,
but
time out. How long ago was this?
2008, maybe. I was like 15 or something. I can't remember.
And were there still Blockbusters in 2008?
Yeah, I closed down like 5 stores basically.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was fun. I get to keep a lot. That's how I have half of my DVD collection.
Actually,
That's cool.
that would not be a bad deal. That would be worth it. I'd be like, yeah, let's close some more stores, bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of want to. We're gonna wrap up soon. I know you guys join later, but I'm old and tired and sleepy and cranky and hungry.
Yeah.
You guys are doing the stream tomorrow night. What's Good Wednesday? Zach's channel. We've got Lofty. He's going to be going head to head with Little Platoon. Is it Little Platoon?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we've got Senior Lofty here. That British dude. Lofty, why are you going to be right?
Well, because the box office support backs me up, baby.
He's not wrong.
That is the most low T answer. You better come up with something better than that, Lofty. Come on.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, I don't even know if it's gonna be a debate. Hopefully, I don't want to start yelling because I don't. They're not. I don't simp for either of them, but I do love both of them. I mean, I like both of them. I love Avatar. None of them are perfect, but if he's trying to say there's like no value in Avatar, I don't know what to say. Basically, it's just James Cameron being a genius, like the whole movie. But
yeah, he has a 4.5 hour video essay about Avatar 2.
Oh God, I know. I'm gonna watch it. I've watched like an hour so far.
Sheesh.
It's hard to watch.
I was about to say that's
this pioneer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I don't.
We'll see.
Flaccid will be there. He has your back though, Lofty.
Nice. Based.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Lofty's got some support. He's got Flaccid. He's got Nadia. Nadia doesn't really know why she's there, but you know,
because she likes Barbie. That's why she's there. She's right. She said that. Yeah, true.
Yeah, she's like, I don't know why I'm there. No, it'll be good. If you guys have never watched What's Good Wednesday, you should go check it out. Zach has a great channel, and then Lofty, you've got your channel as well. And yeah. Look here. Why don't you guys plug your shit? You'll do it better than I do.
Yeah. Well, I was supposed to stream it tomorrow, but now I'm not because I'm just gonna. I don't know what time. Wait, Zach. So what time do you start again?
9 Central.
9 Central. So that's like 10, right?
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe I'll take a break because I'm wanted to do a Napoleon stream, but I don't know anyone who's seen it, and I don't really want to talk about it by myself. So I might just take a week off. But every Wednesday I stream, so I'm gonna plug my channel in the comments for that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And Zach, you added a little video down here, correct?
I added it's a still image of Gator.
Oh.
This is what we're talking about here. Yeah.
I mean, I can only imagine with a film named Gator and that stick, what happens. You know, that's all I'm going to say.
I was expecting something different when I looked it up the first time.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I was suspecting they were going to go, beat a bundle of sticks with their stick, but take that how you will.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, they're not beloved there, possibly. I don't know.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
I mean, there's some countries, more to the middle than the east, who don't have as much affection for the gay community as the gay community thinks they do.
Yes, that's true. Very true. Very true.
That's my link for their show tomorrow. With Vex is coming on too, so we've got we have like a fantastic powerhouse panel. So it's gonna be good.
Yeah, and hey, Zax, I do have a serious question. When are you gonna stop smoking that dick so you can talk normal again?
Yeah, what's going on, dude?
It's only been 6 weeks, guys.
It's like Fauci, is Dr. Fauci like face fucking you every day of the week or something? Like, what is he just giving you COVID 24/7?
You guys would not believe the shit up here during COVID, but one of the things that reminds me of is people had trust the science signs on their yard with Fauci's face on them. I'm not kidding. In Canada.
Wow.
Why?
Wow.
Yeah.
He's the new Santa Claus.
It's nuts.
He's the new Santa Claus.
I should be better by now. I feel better. I just don't sound good. I don't know. But it's in my lungs. I need to get I need to sweat it out, Josh. Come help me sweat it out.
I mean, I can help you with that. Did they say it's actually the vid?
No, it's not. It's bronchitis.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that can linger for a fucking while. So
Yes, it sucks.
well, if you need help sweating it out, I'll come help you sweat it out. I have
Get
no
up here.
problem there. Yeah, I look, guys. I appreciate you hopping on. Sorry you caught me as I'm like
Oh, no, that's my fault.
falling off a cliff. But
Busy.
I'm gonna do a quick just run through. Eric, thank you so much for coming on. I would say plug your stuff, but Eric likes to make a point to say he doesn't do the work. He just shows up on other people's shows so he can talk his game and then bail out.
I'm gonna plug that.
I know, yeah. But we kind of discussed it in a little bit. I had a conversation with Joe 2 days ago, a day. I don't know. It's all bleeding together. But we're going to come up with a plan to do something regularly, looking back at some old good comics with Eric and Joe and make that a regular on the show. And then we got Drew here. Go plug Born of Blood. Go back Unholy Nightmare. And then while you're at it, go find Born of Blood and go read it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was actually, it's funny you mentioned that. I was just at the Comic Fleet. I signed like 30, 40 copies of Born of Blood tonight during a Whatnot live sale. So that was, that was a lot of fun. But yeah, go to Kickstarter, check out Unholy Nightmare. I guarantee you it will be better than anything you will read from DC or Marvel Comics right now. Guaranteed.
For sure. And then tomorrow night, go check out Zach's on What's Good Wednesday with Lofty, Little Platoon, Vex, Nadia, all really cool people. And go check out all of Lofty. Like I get shit about my movie takes, and Lofty gets shit about his movie takes, but I feel like we're right.
Yeah, that's what it's an upside down world, man.
It is an upside down world. We just need people to understand that we have good taste and they're fucked up. So
exactly.
No, I like Lofty's takes. I really do. Like, I don't agree with him on some stuff, like Rings of Power. The first 2 episodes were still trash, but he always backs it up. Like, he doesn't just say something whatever. He always backs it up. So that's great.
That's true. That's what all I want people to do is back up their takes. I said the other day on stream that my biggest pet peeve is talking points, and I have like an allergy to them. So that's
agreed. Dude, I'm right there. I've told people that if we're gonna talk about a film or something on here, if you come on here and you're like, oh, it's trash, and you don't say anything else, then like get the fuck out.
Yeah.
I don't want it. I don't want to hear your Twitter tweet responses. Like, have a reason.
If somebody wants to tell me that Godzilla 98 is better than the Apple TV Godzilla show, then I'm not going to make fun of them for it. I actually kind of agree with them. Monarch, Apple TV, the new Godzilla.
Okay.
It's very boring. It's just
slow, very slow.
Very slow. But yeah, I don't care if somebody likes a bad movie. It doesn't matter.
Kurt
But yeah,
Russell.
but don't just be like MCU, and then that's your only opinion.
Agreed.
Have something in your brain.
See, this is why I like, despite the fact that when we had premature ejection, I shit on Lofty more than anyone. It's just because it was fun and he would fight. It was because he would fight back. He would fight back. As opposed to AJ be like, oh man, and then say
I'm black. That's what he said.
Oh yeah. But no, I've grown to like, after shitting on Lofty because he was the fresh face, I was like, dude, this dude's based, and I love Lofty. So
thank you.
You're welcome. But yeah, from me, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Go enjoy your turkey day. Fight with your family. If you're gonna fight, though, do it in the front yard. Make sure you're wearing white beaters and record it, because we have to keep a sense of, I'm not gonna say that. That'll get me banned on Twitter. But we gotta keep it, as what people expect from white trash. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah.
Zax, if you want to do anything in a tank top, that's perfectly fine.
Sweet.
Shoulder.
Yeah. Just for you. Happy birthday.
We are gonna call it a night because this daddy is sleepy. But thank you guys for coming on. Those of you in the chat, thank you for being here. We had a fun night. We went 3.5 hours, which I think is the longest I've ever done. So I'm not a Lofty. I can't go like an entire day. So sorry.
I can't either. I can only go like 3 hours, 4 hours tops at a time. Mahler, I don't know how Mahler does it. I have to take breaks, man.
Yeah,
a couple breaks.
I finish a stream, then I'm like,
yeah,
done. So, all right, everyone, good night. Thank you. And
Yeah, I wash your butts. I don't know, something like that.